All right. Wait, what did I do? Are you there?
Yeah, it just blinked out for a second.
Oh, okay. I guess Crossroads podcast number 11. Lucky number
Yeah, yeah.
11. James Lafountain.
Hell yeah. Jake
Uh,
Ryan.
you're actually my cousin or something, I think, right?
I mean, somewhere down the line, probably, yeah.
Turtle Mountains, North Dakota, right?
Yep. Didn't you have you were looking at like a picture of your grandma or something and it said Lafountain on the back of it?
Yeah, I think that they might have been Lafountains back in the day or something. I don't know, but yeah, her
Yeah,
mother's maiden name, I think.
right.
And
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my name was LaFontaine, like somewhere, you know, till
along
someone
the
changed
line,
it. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, so I was just like, dude, no wonder we were always like so tight.
For sure.
Like, we got along well, you and I.
Yeah.
Not like families always get along, but
No, for sure. Yeah.
I guess it was the artistry that drew us together, really.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much that. There's a lot of artists on the LaFountain side of my family. I don't think there's too many on my mom's side.
Dude, did you do that? Is that your shirt there?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just forever,
Dang,
but
bro.
the
Looks like
shit's
you should
all
be in
crossed out.
Zoomies, homie.
I
I'm
mean,
not even kidding, bro.
yeah, I didn't make very many of these ones, but I like them.
What did you make it in house?
Yeah, I just did the heat press thing.
Dope.
Yeah.
But you made those graphics and printed them out,
Yeah.
doing the graphic design.
Yep.
Dude, that's what's up, bro.
For sure.
NFTs, man. Dude, they're weird.
I know.
Have you been looking and seeing any videos or memes about them and shit?
I mean, I hear about it and see it all over the place, you know. Um, I think it'd be cool. Like people are making a shit ton of money off it,
It's
but
art. Uh,
yeah, yeah.
as we move into the metaverse, did we have metaverse talk last time?
No, I don't think it was a thing yet.
What the F?
I know.
What the bleep, man? No.
For real.
So what do you think of the metaverse?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to think. I don't even really like Facebook that much anymore. Like I just in the past month or two, I mean, I only get on there for the marketplace, but like I just don't like the vibe of Facebook at all. And Mark
Yeah, Facebook
Zuckerberg
is
is
a
like not a human being at all.
dude. I know he'd be looking like I'd be like, okay, he might be one of those sleep. He's definitely look like a slimy, kind of salamander looking,
For
like
sure.
kind of like actually like a cyborg.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not even trying to dog on the guy, but I'm like somebody. I don't know his hairstylist. What's going on there? But
I don't know, man. Like you would
it's like
think
the
someone,
most plain hairdo you could get.
yeah,
But I don't know. It's strange.
it's probably on purpose.
He's got a look in his eyes. And the way he
For
talks
sure.
in their commercials about the metaverse is not very like,
Yeah,
kind of robotish. I don't know.
I don't think he should be doing any sort of like PR or advertisements or anything. Like, I don't know if anybody likes that dude, you know? It's just not a good look.
Yeah, dude, Tom from MySpace was definitely
Hmm.
at least he was your first friend. Like Zuckerberg, it ain't like you join Facebook and Zuckerberg wants to be your friend.
No shit. Yeah.
Uh yeah, it is pretty weird. Now that I've been doing the cipher thing to try and get different rappers all over the place,
Yep.
that has seemed to be pretty good use of the Facebook for me.
For sure.
I've definitely done all sorts of things with Facebook. I've they'll send me these things. Oh, here's our advertising. You spend $20, we'll give you $20. And
Yep.
but I'm not the biggest fan of Facebook advertising either, because there have been times with Facebook where I'd advertise all this stuff, and I'd learn about that. But I've also been hacked on Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
and those Facebook
I
hacks
know.
happen a lot
Yeah.
to my grandma and stuff.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever been hacked or anything like that.
Well, that's good. I definitely had to like step up some of my security stuff, and
Yeah.
yeah, it was Facebook's not that cool. But now whatever they're doing with this Meta, I don't think it'll just be Facebook. I kind of feel like the tech companies are moving into this direction as a whole. Do you think that
Right.
at all?
Just what, like the same thing as what Meta's doing?
Yeah, just technology.
Oh, for sure.
Where are we going with it?
Well, I remember reading the book Ready Player One. I
You
haven't seen
read
the
that?
Yeah, I read the book. Um,
Okay, how was the read, bro? Because the movie is like
dude, you have to read the
Easter egg
book.
after Easter egg. Is there Easter eggs in the book? How do you put an Easter egg in the book? You know?
I mean, it's just full of just the same as the movie, but it's just full of references to like all sorts of like 80s and 90s shit.
Huh.
But I mean, yeah, people say that about everything, like the book is always better, but um I really like that idea. Like that'd be super sick, but just Facebook controlling it seems kind of creepy, like
Dude,
or any big corporation really. It's
honestly, it is the spoiler alert. It's the I just finished that. I'm about to get my first print-ups of the Space Cowboy comic book 1, but Space Cowboy comic book 2. So the first one was Liz Zuminati. This next one's going to be this Bart Zuckerberg, and that it's going to be based around this whole ideology, like you say, of a corporation ruling like a virtual social network,
right.
and how that could, impact the people. And basically, it could just be that same old story of, oh, a bullied kid at school wants to enslave everybody one day,
Mm-hmm.
or something.
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't really I like some social like platforms more than others. Um, but they're all pretty bad, but I just don't like Facebook. Every time I go on there, um, I'm not happy when I leave.
Yeah,
So I'm
well,
just like, I don't even get on it anymore.
that's not good. Especially, I've heard about them getting in trouble at times for actually basically producing that outcome, you know.
Yeah.
And with mental health, especially even with Instagram, where if people are
Yep.
getting onto it and they're using this platform, are they leaving feeling better about themselves or not?
For sure.
And probably not when you're comparing yourself to everybody else.
Right. I mean, yeah, it's definitely a part of it, and it's hard not to, but that's why
I seen,
I like Reddit because it's like, you know, there's some pretty cool shit, and it's not anybody and it's not people just like, I mean, there's bad shit on there too, but
oh, well,
if I,
yeah, I mean, it's the internet.
right, but yeah, there's pros and cons to all of them.
Yeah, you shaved your head since we last talked, or cut your
Oh
hair.
yeah, yeah,
You had the blonde in it, the
that's
bleach
right.
blonde hair before.
Yeah, I wanted to grow it out, but I'm like, I don't really want to dye it back to dark. So I just fucking cut it. Yeah.
Yeah, true that. Yeah, as my roots are growing back in, I'm like, I don't know, if one day I'll have to chop it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Get the old mohawk mullet rocking again. The rat tail.
Right. The old Theo Von.
Dude, yeah, Theo Von. I mean, he's one of my inspirations behind even doing these podcasting.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
He's dope.
Yeah, for sure. He's just funny, and he's just kind of, I don't know, his brain works really weird.
For sure.
He was actually just on Logan Paul's podcast. Have you ever listened to that one?
Nah.
Yeah, Logan Paul. He's a really weird guy. He's like one of those kind of like popular for a bad reason. He's almost
Right.
like infamous.
Yeah, for sure.
And dude, but he's got some pretty amazing people on there. I'm like, damn, dude, this guy got the clout.
Yeah.
You know, like I've seen Sean O'Malley. You ever tune in to Sean O'Malley, Sugar Sean,
I mean, I know who he is.
the fighter dude from Helena?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I seen him making some rounds and doing a few different podcasts. Oh, he actually has one. Did you know Tim growing up? Tim Welch?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
He's he skateboarded too.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, they just got into the fight life, and
Was he a fighter too?
yeah, I think he's Sugar's coach, and
Okay.
he does like wrestling as well. Like I think he still wrestles. Um, but yeah, they were on Joe Rogan, and I was like, dang,
Mm-hmm.
bro, it'd be so weird to like. I feel like to go to Joe Rogan's podcast, there'd be like level 4 clearance.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. On one of them, I can't remember who he was talking to, but dude was asking questions about like his armed guards that he's got like out through the whole facility, and he was just like he answered him, but he was just like, we don't have to talk about that, like. So for sure, there's some security measures.
Dude, yeah, I don't know how he became like. I feel like when people think podcast, they think Joe Rogan, or I don't even know. That's what I think of.
Oh yeah,
You were tuned in back in the day.
I still listen every once in a while, but yeah, dude, I started watching that in like it was probably episode like 200 or something. Yeah,
Oh, really?
yeah, it was over 10 years ago.
So, when did you want to start your own podcast? Because you plan, I don't know, that's what you plan to do one day, right?
Yeah. I mean, I could pretty much do it any day now. I was thinking of the name, and then I came across the name. I don't want to say it so nobody steals it because I haven't made the YouTube or anything yet.
Yeah,
But
true that.
yeah, pretty much any day now, I mean, just hit up a few people and be like, yo, let's do episode number 1.
Yeah, man, it's kind of funny when people ask me. Nowadays, dude, it seems pretty easy where people can just be like, dude, you got a phone? We can think.
Yeah.
And people often ask me like, what is your podcast about? And
Right.
it's and I definitely do kind of focus on independent artists and business owners, but really I'm like, it's just kind of just talking to you about whatever you want to talk
For
about.
sure. Yeah. Yeah, I listened to one Joe Rogan one recently, and they were talking about like the amount of podcasts just like in the world right now.
Probably so many.
It's a lot. I think it's like 2 million or something like that.
I don't think it's
And
gonna stop growing.
no. But he was saying, he was like, and this is just one person saying something, but he's like, if you're like if you're starting a podcast these days, you really have to have some sort of like show angle to it, because if it's just like the boys just bullshitting, it's gonna be pretty hard to get that off the ground.
Yeah, for sure. It's Yeah, I guess that's why kind of having that theme helps. Have you figured that out yet for yours? Or not really?
No, not really. I mean, yeah, I don't really know yet. It would be
It'd
cool
probably
to,
be similar to just like talking to people that do the same stuff as you.
yeah, I mean, that would make the most sense. Just artists and yeah.
But I guess that's what Joe Rogan, he'd be doing. He'd be getting like the UFO guy on there that's like, I worked on the UFOs.
Yeah.
He don't. Joe Rogan ain't never worked on a UFO. Maybe he has. I don't know. He kind of
Right.
seems like he might be from somewhere else. No.
I mean, I'm sure by now he's got mad friends that are like all over the place, you know. I'm sure he knows some shit that he didn't know fucking when he started the podcast, you know.
Yeah, dude, I feel like at some point the government intervened and they're like, this guy's getting too popular. We're gonna have to
Dude.
get him to join the club.
I mean, I
'Cause I'm
really
like, man,
liked it
how did he
back
get?
back in
Well,
the day,
back in the
like,
day, it was his homies or something, or what?
well, it's pretty much the same now, but like how they switched to Spotify and it's not on YouTube anymore. That
Hmm.
that was one of the big reasons I stopped listening so much because I would just pop it on YouTube, you know, and just let it play, you know.
Yeah, me too,
And
to be honest.
yeah, and you can still you can still watch it on Spotify, but you can't do that on the TV.
I would
But
turn it on my phone, dude, and my phone would get like hot.
yeah, I don't think it's not the most efficient way. I think because that's the first. I'm pretty sure that's the first like video podcast that is available on Spotify.
So they're
So yeah,
integrating it into their like coding.
something. Yeah, yeah. It doesn't work the best.
Well, one day I'm gonna figure out how we can do these more like a show too.
Yeah.
Um, like my friend had this restream and stuff so that you could click and do different stuff quick and
Yep.
easy.
Yep.
But what is that mic you got right there?
It's baby bottle by Blue.
Where'd you get that?
Got this from Anthony.
From Anthony?
Yeah.
Why, he don't use it?
Um, I mean, I'm sure he would have eventually, but he gave it to me as part of payment.
Oh, well, I mean, gear is valuable.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Dude, I'm kind of a gear junkie.
Definitely, man.
I see your PlayStation back there.
Oh, you see it? Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what'd you do with that thing recently? You cleaned it up or what?
Yeah, basically, I mean, you can go in and like replace some of the capacitors. Like as long as everything's working, you can go in and replace a couple things to make it last a long time, you know, a lot longer.
A
But
flux capacitor?
yeah. But yeah,
It'll
I
last
just
a
took it
long
apart and cleaned
time.
it up. Right.
So does it work?
Yeah, it works, yeah.
Did it work before or no?
Um it worked before, but I just wanted to clean it up. I was probably just gonna sell it. I might keep it though because it's kind of in that weird
Might
gray
want to
area.
keep that, bro.
Yeah, it's not like a classic Nintendo, you know, or like even a 64, those go for quite a bit. Um, but yeah, it's just like right in that gray area where it's like it's retro, but it's not that old where it's like super valuable. So
Oh, in more like 20, 30 more years, they'd be like, actually.
yeah, if I sell it now, I'll be like, fuck, I should have kept that.
Yeah, I just always think back nowadays. I'm like, man, I wish I would have never got rid of any of my video game consoles, and I'm never getting rid of any that I get from now on. And whatever my
For
kids
sure.
get, I'm like, dude, I'm just gonna keep this
Yep. Yep.
because
Yeah, I got this too off of eBay. Remember these?
play PSP.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's
Could you get on the
neat.
internet on those things or no?
Yeah, you can, yeah.
Do they have Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Dang, I wonder when those were made.
I'm pretty sure those came out in like it's like 2005 or something.
Dude, my Wi-Fi, I was. Your drone. What kind of drone do you got?
It's the Mavic Mini. The
So you have
DJI.
to use a tablet or a phone with an app.
Yeah, that's the only thing that sucks about it. I mean, it's not bad, but the controller doesn't have its own screen.
Yeah, that's how mine is too. But mine is this unique breeze from like probably 5 years ago or something, and the app, man, it wasn't in the store anymore. So I had to like find a different file of that app.
Right.
I think I got it working. Tomorrow I'm gonna test it out. I got it connected so I could adjust the camera. I didn't fly it in my house, but I tried that when I first got it and it ran right into the wall.
Dude, when I first got that thing, I was out on my balcony flying it because I felt pretty safe doing that, like just take off from the balcony and then go fly around. And, like I did it a few times and it was fine.
Damn, even that though, flying in and out of a balcony is kind of hard.
Well, it wasn't that, but I was flying it this one time and my neighbor came up and he started talking to me like from down below and like I'm trying to land this drone and it's like super loud and I'm like I can't really hear you, man. And I was like I'm trying to land this and it wouldn't like I don't know, I was having trouble detecting where the ground was or something
Oh, right, right.
and it fucking just like flew up into the ceiling and I like go to try to catch it and it fucking like cut my ear and I'm like
Oh,
sitting there like bleeding out of my ear and this dude's like just still talking to me and I'm like I gotta go, man.
still talking?
Yeah. So yeah, those things are pretty dangerous.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah, I was
dude.
just like, dude.
First flight, yeah. Everybody's probably got a story like that. What, didn't you name it?
I can't remember what I named it. I did. Oh, I think I called it like Little Spirit or something.
Oh yeah, something like, yeah, that's right. Because it
Right.
made me think of Little Wing,
Right.
like the
That
Jimi Hendrix.
that's even a better name. But
I
yeah.
mean, it's a pretty dope drone. I just haven't flown mine enough. I'm like, dude, I need to start making more videos.
I mean, they're even good for like just kind of high up footage, not like a way above the trees and shit, but just like 10, 12 feet up, like
Yeah, just to see the land beyond.
or even just like filming like for a music video or something, just it's like
Filming you.
yeah, just like a tall ass tripod,
Yeah, that's true. There probably have those modes on it, like follow or orbit or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
How long is
Yeah,
the
I haven't,
battery life on yours? Mine was short. That's the only thing that I didn't like about it.
yeah, they're not it's like 20 minutes at the most.
Yeah, mine's like 15 or something.
Yeah.
And it, I was like, I'll work with this, and then one day I'll upgrade to the ones that can freaking fly so high and they can go so far, and they have their own controller.
Right.
But
Yeah. Um Mine has like it has a controller. Um yeah, check this out. I actually just did this today. Cut out the little vault for it.
vault.
It's just a Pelican case. Yeah, cut out all the shit for it.
Oh, nice.
So I'm like, I'm moving, so I'm gonna need something sturdy. Yeah, it's got its own controller, but you just like put the phone inside it,
Right.
connect it with the cable. Is that how yours
Nice.
is?
Similar. It's like I
Right.
could set my phone in it, yeah. But the app wasn't working right on my phone. I tried it on my tablet and it worked fine.
Yeah.
So, but there's something with this brand and their software. So I'll have to upgrade one day. But
Yeah.
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 I
When
don't
I
know.
got that thing, actually, my phone wasn't compatible with the app, so I fucking had to go get a new phone. I'm like,
What?
yeah. I mean, I've wanted a new
Oh,
phone, but I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking fly on this thing no matter what. But yeah, that kind of sucked.
God, right? Pretty convenient though. It like folds up nice and
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's what's up.
for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna start using it more, but of course it's now like snowing here. Did you get snow yet or no?
No, it's been like teasing us, but no,
Yeah.
not really.
We had like light snow. So what you're thinking you'll move, are you gonna stick around Montana for a minute or what?
Yeah, I'll probably move in the springtime.
After the new year?
Yeah, yeah, probably.
Yeah, dude, I hope to get out more next year and travel around.
Yep.
I'm trying to be better about the networking.
Right.
Or like we were talking about social media and using it. I'm like, I gotta figure out the right way to use this and to even consume it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Uh, I don't know. What are the apps you even like using nowadays?
I mean, I'll use Twitter and Instagram, pretty much all of them but Facebook.
Right?
um, yeah, it's just it's just what you're saying too. Like, yeah, I'm just trying to like not scroll as much.
Right.
I feel like if I don't scroll at all, then that's good, and it kind of just have a little bit more of a healthy relationship with it. That way, when you do post, and then not even really looking at shit too much. It's hard not to, especially when you're like just starting out as an artist. You kind of feel like you have to respond to people's comments and all that shit. But
Right.
yeah, just all that shit.
Yeah, and I guess it really depends on what the interactions are like, because people are so strange on the internet and what will make them react or what will make them feel like commenting
Yup.
sometimes, and how we can oftentimes just take it so personally.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like I said, it's hard not to. I would love to be to the point where I'm like, okay, I have an excuse not to like respond to anything or all that. So once you get so big, it's like you'd be doing that shit all day.
Yeah, for sure. I guess
But
if you're like, if it's good interactions and it's
yeah,
good, feedback with people, but there's oftentimes just a lot of times the people that do feel like commenting want to just say something like a hater would say, like this sucks,
right.
or so it's like, what are you gonna say to that? Like, I don't know. It's just weird. Like,
Yeah. I mean, I
because then you can get
honestly,
into a weird conversation, like a weird online battle.
oh yeah, for sure. It's I've definitely argued a shit ton on the internet.
Well, that I get, dude. That's what people love, though, and that's the thing about Facebook. Wasn't that one of the reasons they kind of were getting in some trouble? Was because it was negativity when people would fight about things. It would kind of feed the algorithm.
Um, I'm not sure about that, but I guarantee they are doing that. Like anything that's controversial or the only reason if you're posting regularly and then all of a sudden one of your posts gets like 200 comments, it's people fucking arguing. So like that's gonna stay at the top of people's
Yeah,
feeds, you know. But
yeah,
yeah,
true that.
it's designed like that.
Yeah, it's pretty strange what can happen if we're left to our own devices. And I don't know, dude. It's weird. Like, very rarely I'm ever like away from my family
Hmm.
for a period of time. like once when I was down with you in LA, that was like
Yeah.
a week, you know.
Right.
Maybe sometimes they'll go do like a trip to visit some of her family for like 3 days maybe. And it always is like, definitely find myself on social media more. And it's like kind of different just
Mm-hmm.
because I'm like, oh, I'm like lonely kind of, you know? So,
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I mean it's definitely designed to be addicting too, you know. So yeah, I literally just deleted Facebook off my phone
it's
because
a
I mean,
healthy thing to do.
yeah, and like if I need to check something, I mean, you don't really need to be on Facebook, you know, like um and also it's like it's just not as cool as it was, you know, like when we first got on it, like our parents weren't on there and our grandmas and aunts and uncles and shit, like
Yeah,
it's
that
and they
is
love
true.
it. They love it, so like they can have it.
Dude, it is super strange how it has become like virtual diaries, digital diaries, and
For sure.
when I noticed it in businesses back in the day, like even 2010 maybe, I started seeing it like walking into like a coffee shop and it'd be like us on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
So then there was that, oh, now businesses are getting established on Facebook.
Yeah. I remember seeing like commercials and before Facebook it'd be like, you know, it'd show the product or whatever and it would have their website at the bottom. And then I remember when I started seeing their Facebook link and I'm like, what? That's yeah,
Right?
it was weird. I remember
Dude,
that
I
specifically.
remember having this specific thought that was something like, oh, wow, this is going to change the fame game.
Yep.
Because if you were a kid growing up in our time, MySpace was the thing.
Yeah.
They'd be like, fucking kids in high school, get off the MySpace. You're not allowed to be on MySpace in school. And everybody be like, I'm customizing my page. And our band's got a MySpace page.
Right.
And then Facebook started coming along. And the likes,
Mm-hmm.
that was kind of the change that started to happen. It was kind of like YouTube,
Yep.
where it's like, oh, now that there's these likes and stuff like that, and you could be like, oh, and I can make a page and be like, oh, look at all these people that like my page or whatever. It's like,
Right.
and then people be like, humans do what they do, and they're like, let's start a business where we sell people likes,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Yeah.
and it kind of really fucked the whole internet up.
Dude, yeah.
Oh shit.
I mean, I could you even like make posts on MySpace?
Not like Facebook.
No, yeah.
I think you could kind of put a little, like a diary entry type thing. There could be
Right.
like a little blog column.
Would it just be on your own page?
Yeah, your own little timeline.
That's how it should be, honestly.
Yeah, because now it's like a timeline feed of what everybody's kind of
Yeah.
got going on in that time frame.
And they make it so hard to change your Facebook. Like you should just be able to click a button and turn off your news feed, you know?
Or turn off, dude, sometimes I think to myself, like, what would it be if there weren't likes?
I
And
think it'd be so much better.
like, even comments would be fine.
Hmm.
Well, it'd be different, but it's kind of one of those things that brings into the comparing
For
each
sure.
other, and then how you could kind of use, this is where it comes into that buying likes and buying numbers,
Yep.
where if you have a lot of, you know how people be doing the fake it till you make it, like, oh, get a whole bunch of, create this illusion that you're like really successful or rich and famous,
Yeah.
and then kind of fool the people into thinking, yeah, I don't know, you're
Hmm.
somebody you're not, which I feel like social media is all the time. It's like, yeah, let's make these people think I'm somebody I'm not.
For sure.
You know?
Yeah. That's it's just kind of fucked up because it's like it's taking advantage of human nature because it is human nature, you know, like you see someone who looks like they're being successful even in like in real life, like you see those videos where it'll be someone who's like just a normal ass person and they're like I'm gonna be like a celebrity and they like dress up all crazy and like hire a couple people to be their bodyguards and hire paparazzi and then they go out and people are like, oh, can I get your autograph? And it's just like nobody even knows who it really is, you know?
Oh, wait, are you talking about like a prank thing?
Yeah.
I think I've seen that.
Yeah.
Where they'd be like, hire some like fake paparazzi to like come around to take pictures
Uh-huh.
and how it fools just people. And especially,
Yeah.
there's such a spectrum of people that exist in the world where some people are really gullible. They're easily fooled.
Yep.
Especially like I've been fooled for sure.
Yeah.
And nowadays with computers and technology, catfishing. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, wait, was that you I was talking to who said you were catfished? Or no?
Me? No.
Yeah. I was talking to somebody. They're like, dude, I got totally catfished one time.
Yeah. I know people who've got catfished for
Well, I
sure.
mean, that's what I tell my kids though about the dangers of the internet. I'm like, hey man, you might be playing a Roblox game or whatever, and these aren't necessarily always like kids that you think you're playing with. In
Right.
fact, they're probably not. Who knows?
Oh, for sure.
So don't get too friendly with people.
Yeah, definitely, man. Yeah, I mean, I know for a fact people do that. I don't know the dude's name. It's Charles something. He's on YouTube though. I think he's a Twitch streamer too. He's got like long dark hair and he goes by like Penguin Zio on YouTube, I
Oh
think.
yeah,
Yeah.
he
He's
does a
always
lot of
playing
reaction
Roblox.
stuff.
Right. I like him a lot. He's cool.
Yeah, he's got the monotone voice, kind of like, oh my gosh, the Travis Scott concert. Can
Right.
you believe? What do you
Yeah.
think about the Travis Scott concert?
I mean, I pretty much agree with him. You know, like when that shit happened, because I seen it that morning after,
Mhm.
and I was just like, holy fuck. So I was just like, reading up all about it and watching all the videos and shit. And, I'm not the type of person to like vilify anybody, because obviously, like, he didn't murder those people, and
Yeah,
it
I mean,
was,
it's kind of hard to put. I don't know. When people be like, me, I'm gonna go straight to the people like it was a satanic ritual. He sacrificed those people.
right, right.
Like, I don't know, dude. Like to put that on one person is pretty heavy.
No, but there is good reason for people to be mad at him. You
As
know,
far as trying to intervene and maybe do
yeah.
something about it or what?
Well, so it was his festival, and so he's not going to be, there's other people that like take care of things like, security and medics and all that shit. And, but it was his festival. It wasn't like it was just some festival that he showed up to, so
Well,
there's
if I put
that.
on a festival that was called the Crossroads World or whatever, Crossroads Fest, and some people died, I would feel responsible.
Yeah, yeah. And
Yeah.
and just after that happened, there's all these videos of other artists seeing even just one person pass out in the crowd, and they stop the whole show and make
Yeah.
sure, like that Mark Ribier one was really good.
In his underwear.
Yeah, yeah,
Like, dude, but that was great to see him. He's so silly. But then to be serious and be like, no, stop. We're gonna make
For
sure you're
sure.
okay.
And yeah, that was like such a smaller show. And I see people like when you're on stage
But
like
even the mosh pits, bro. You know,
yeah.
like at Metal Fest, those will be big shows.
Oh, for sure. But there's a certain etiquette that people like if someone falls down in a mosh pit, there's not going to be a bunch of people stomping on you. So there's that. But what happened with that, which I don't know if you're familiar with the station fire. Have you heard about that story?
Uh-uh.
Dude, that one is fucked up, bro. That's like one of the
Wait,
worst videos I've ever seen.
what is it? A recent thing?
No, it happened in like the 90s or something.
Was it the rock band or the dude with the Great White? Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, I do remember that.
So it's what happened was for someone who hasn't heard about it, it was this small club and there's like 400 people there or something, which was pretty fucking packed. And the band had pyrotechnics in this small club with like low ceilings, and the
Oh
audio
no.
treatment caught fire, and people started heading for the door right away, and it's 400 people. And so when they started getting congested in that hallway, the people in back just kept pushing and kept pushing and kept pushing. It's like the people up front are just packed, and eventually it clogged the doorways, and people fucking just got smashed and stuff. But it's a crowd crush, is what it's called. Like the people in back, they're not like really doing anything but walking forward, and the person ahead of you walks forward, but you compact that over hundreds of people, and the people up front are literally just smashed together. And that was what happened at the
Oh,
Travis
so they
concert
can't
show.
escape.
Yeah.
Dude, did you see his song Escape Plan?
Oh yeah, I seen all that shit.
I'm like, oh dude, what the fuck is going on here? Like
Yeah,
that's
but
just the coincidence of life is so ironic sometimes. It just fucks with you.
for sure. Yeah.
You know.
But yeah,
Yeah, it sucks because Travis Scott's actually like, I'm actually a pretty big fan of Travis Scott. And I'm not saying that he's like a bad person or anything because this happened, but pretty
I
fucking weird, dude. People be like, it's hell. Look at the visuals.
right, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, people will say all sorts of shit. Um,
Yeah. Doritos are Illuminati, you know.
right. The one thing I will say though is because like I said, like I watched all the videos pretty much, and it's going to be hard to notice every person that passes out, and you can't be aware of everything that goes on when there's like I don't know how
Dude,
many people.
especially because the thing is, at that festival, there was probably tons of people lit on
Oh, for sure.
all kinds of stuff.
I
And that's
think
you can try to control it, but it just
that wasn't the problem though. The problem was overcapacity, because I don't know if you've seen the video of the people like storming the gates,
I
and
heard about it. I don't think I watched the video though.
yeah, there was like a good few thousand people that jumped the fences and broke through the front
See,
gate.
this is what we need when we get our show stuff happening so we can be like, bing, pop it
Right,
up. You know?
right. Yeah, it's pretty easy to find. But right after that shit happened, he went back and deleted some tweets where he was basically telling people to break in, not for that show, but in the past. So like
Oh,
it was a thing. Like people are like, "Oh fuck yeah, he wants us to sneak in." So like, and just the whole rage culture of like not giving a fuck about security and all that shit. Um,
right.
he was basically
Kind of.
encouraging his fans to like wild the fuck out. And
Yeah, that is kind of the brand.
yeah, the one thing I will say though is when there's a video where he's on stage and they have these golf carts for the medics, and they have like the flashing lights on top,
Mhm.
and they're trying to drive through the crowd, and he's like, "Oh, what the fuck is that?" He's like, "There's an ambulance." Like he's saying that into the mic, and he's just sitting there for a while, just like looking around like, what? You know? And then he's like, all right, put your middle fingers in the air. And it's like, I feel like if there's an ambulance trying to drive through like a horde of people and you're just like, all right, let's get this show fucking going. Like, that's not cool, you know?
Yeah, that's not the right choice to make for sure. As far as if you're trying to make sure that the crowd is safe.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, dude. Festivals, man. Music festivals. They just get
Yeah.
too crazy sometimes.
I mean,
I
that
don't know if
shit
they
freaks me
did
out.
people die at Woodstock? I don't know if they did.
I think a couple might have died, but that was like,
The
well,
70s and
the big one,
unforeseen.
the big one that I was reading about was Woodstock '99,
Oh,
which
right.
there was like rampant sexual abuse at that one. So like that, I think that one was why that one gets talked about a lot. So there's like
Yeah,
quarter
dude. I
million
mean, that's the
people
other
there.
thing people got to watch out for too. Just spiking drinks, and because you
Yeah,
never know, especially when it's that much people. I mean, you want
straight
to
up.
play a show, a massive show one day? We've played some cool shows, but
Fuck
I
yeah.
don't feel like we've ever done like a, like an ocean of people.
Dude, I mean, I otherwise I don't think I would have watched that Travis Scott show. But
Mhm.
bro, the stage setup and the just all that shit. I'm like, dude, that shit looks like a sci-fi movie or something. Like that shit would be so fucking fun.
Dude, I
You
would
know,
love to
like
get into. Well, I mean, we kind of started up with Vision Quest. That was
mhm,
our kind of being like, well, we're gonna get some lights and put a projection screen and
right.
try to take these shows to another level rather than just
Yeah.
the music.
Yeah.
And
That it does make a difference, yeah.
I think it would be tight. I mean, when it comes to rock music, I guess it's big in hip hop too. Of course, Travis Scott's out there with a huge show. He's like trippy though, you know?
Right.
I think that's what I love about him is his artistry and his music videos are like so weird.
Yeah, they are.
But I don't know, dude. That's tragic. And like for those people that passed, like my condolences to their family and everything, because you never want that. Just going to a concert and be like, oh great, my kid went to this concert and now going to the
Yeah.
funeral. You
Straight
know?
up, dude. Yeah, that's pretty terrible, man. That's probably one of the worst ways to die is to
And I
be
remember
like
thinking,
crushed.
dude, oh god, the people at that festival being like, it felt like we were in hell.
Yeah.
I definitely don't want people to feel like that at a concert, but
Yeah.
when we were getting ready to do that Vision Quest a while back,
Yep.
I remember thinking to myself, I was like, I should probably put a warning or some, I don't know. It made me think about the whole like seizure thing and like strobing lights and
Right.
just how all that affects humans,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, that reminds me too. Apparently the guy who this had happened to posted somewhere talking about how he's like, yeah, you want to know how much piece of shit Travis Scott is? He's like, I was with him and we were talking about working together and me being his manager, and I have epilepsy and I started having a seizure and I woke up and he was gone. Like he just took off. And so he hit him up and he's like, yo, like,
What?
yeah, like he woke up at the hospital and he's like, he hit him up and he's like, what's up? And he's like, I don't know, man. I can't have someone who's having seizures be my manager. So like he just like seen this dude having a seizure and just he's like, all right, we gotta go, man. This guy can't be around this shit. Like,
Damn, dude. Well, dude, I mean, that's something that I've definitely learned about just people and even in the hip hop world, especially, I mean everything's kind of cutthroat, but that's how it can be sometimes. Is sometimes you think it's like people you can trust, but that's the can fool you into, you know, thinking that,
Right.
hey, I got you. And then something bad
Yep.
happens. It's like, actually, I'm out of here. Peace. Woo.
Right. Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I guess be careful who you work with sometimes. That's a bummer. Dude, definitely changes
Yeah.
my outlook on people, you know?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's pretty fucked up if it's true.
Well, yeah, it's like, man, now I cannot, like, shake thinking about that every time I listen to some music, you know?
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's what sucks, man, is like it seems like you can't like anybody anymore, you know? Like somebody finds out something fucked up about them and you're like, God damn it, like I really like that person. And it's like you hear shit like that or whatever, you know? I mean, people are trying
Yeah.
to cancel people all over the place and shit, but you know, you just got to think for yourself and be like, is this really bad or is it just, you know?
Well, yeah, because with the internet or anything, just like how people are with one little piece of information, by the time it gets through like 12 people, it's like changed this much
Right. Oh
or
yeah.
whatever. You never know. People are just love to spread a good rumor.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
So I
It's
don't
true.
know. I don't know. Nowadays, that's the bad thing about, social media.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
I guess we'll see. Is that Tupac you got back there? Looks
Yeah.
like it. Have you
Yeah.
had that for a while?
Yeah, pretty much since I moved here.
Was it in the last video then?
Unless I'm pretty sure it was.
Oh, I must not have noticed it.
I didn't have that lamp back there last time though.
Oh,
It was probably dark.
yeah, it could have been. That's what trips me out about the NFTs. It's gonna change our art world, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know the things I see, but dude, I had some people. Crypto, you gotta be careful with crypto too. Fucking scam artists all the time.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Did you hear about probably some of the like influencer pump and dump, like
Yeah.
be
There
making
was
all these?
there was one with the Squid Game coin. Did you hear about that?
Uh-uh.
Yeah, it was like someone just created this fucking Squid Game coin and had just like what you're saying, had all these influencers threw a big old party and shit and like made it look like, they paid all these influencers to share about it and stuff. And then it fucking skyrocketed and these people just took the money and ran, and all these people that paid for it fucking it was like $7 million or some shit.
Damn, dude. Yeah, dude. I mean, that's the thing. Have you? Well, that's what I love about H3 podcast. You tune into them much?
Yeah, I haven't watched it in a minute.
Yeah, they're kind of one of my regular ones when I'm be
Right.
like sitting down eating lunch. Listen to H3.
Yep.
I don't know why. I just kind of like them. Plus, I like how they'll scour the internet for content and be like, "What the hell is going on here?"
Yeah.
And that's you see these influencers. It's that con artist game so much, and it sucks. Like when you just want to be real and organic. I guess robots are taking over the world, James.
Well, uh, it just reminds me of what I was talking about earlier with how Joe Rogan was saying, like, if you're just bullshitting, like, it's going to be pretty hard for you. But I think it might even be better as time goes on because there's so many fucking fake people out there, not to sound like cliche or whatever, but you could just tell when someone's just like, that's my favorite
Putting
people
on
at
a
least.
persona.
Yeah, yeah. And
Yeah, for sure.
like, same with uh Ethan and Ela, like you could tell they're just like pretty much just regular people.
Yeah. Like when I do podcast stuff, I don't really like to have. I never do an edit, you know,
Right.
and all those little real life things of like cat comes and jumps on or whatever. It's like, yeah, I'd like to keep it pretty real, human, you know?
For sure.
Because at the end of the day, we're all humans. Well, I like to think so.
Yeah.
How's your cat? You got your little cat?
No, I had to adopt her away.
Oh, did you? Yeah, because you're moving. I was wondering what you're
Right.
gonna do.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, gave her to a friend, and
Nice.
I mean that cat was pretty wild, bro. Like, not gonna lie. There was times where I'm like, man, I should have kept the boy cat.
Dude, this boy cat is super chill.
Yeah, see, that's what I was
I
like,
mean, he'd be like playing around and he'll like try to get in fights with the other cat too, and they'll play, but
for sure. All
he's
cats are
super
like that.
chill and like cuddly. Like our other cat's not cuddly.
Right, right.
I don't know if it's a boy or girl thing. I don't know.
Yeah, like I've basically had cats my whole life, and I think it's a little different when it's just like one person in the house and then you have a pet. So they're kind
Mhm.
of just like, all their attention is focused on you.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, that cat was way different than any cat I've ever had. She was a fucking nutcase.
I remember your cat Bungie.
Well, that cat was nuts too. She was like feral though.
Didn't it come like it was in a tree when you found it or what?
Yeah, found her in a tree at the skate park.
That big tree right at the base of the
The path.
yeah, right where like the little clubhouse is.
Yeah. Yep.
That's a big tree. Surprised that that cat survived the fall.
I'm surprised I climbed up that shit because there's
Oh,
no
you climbed
branches.
up that shit?
Yeah, I climbed up to get her.
Like a
I had,
monkey? Like your legs were around it?
yeah, I bear hugged it up. Yeah,
Oh my god. Is there a video of that?
I wish.
Damn,
But,
dude. And then what? The cat jumped out as you reached for it?
well, no, I grabbed her, and then she started like fucking peeling out on my arm, so I dropped her.
Oh.
But she was tiny, so when she landed, she just bounced. And then when she landed again, she just took off and like ran into the fence. And I'm like, this cat is nuts. But yeah,
Oh, man.
I had her for a
Yeah,
little
man.
while,
Cats. They're crazy.
for sure. Yeah, they're all nuts.
You ever see Stephen King Cat's Eye?
No, is that a movie?
Dude, yeah, and it's a rap.
Really?
It's an old one. Drew Barrymore's like a kid in it, like 5 years old or something.
Uh,
And spoiler alert, here's the synopsis. It's a it totally changed my idea of cats. So it was like three separate little stories about this cat that travels around, and like the first story is about a guy trying to quit cigarettes or
hmm
something, going through a program to quit smoking cigarettes. The second story is about this chick that's like with an old rich fat guy that's cheating on him with like a young hot tennis player, and the rich guy like tortures the young hot guy to like walk around the edge of a building
Right.
or something, you know. And then the third story is about the cat finds family to take it in, you know.
hmm
And Drew Barrymore's kid, she's like, no, mom, dad, don't close the door. There's a little troll or something in my room. And they're like, oh, you crazy little kid. Silly, go to bed now. And the cat ends up in a duel with this little troll goblin guy.
Right.
Just like slaying it. And then, spoiler alert, the the parents come in like, oh my god, there is a fucking troll in here. And the cat cuddles up with the girl at the end of it, and the girl's sleeping, and the cat like sucks the life out of the girl, like breathes it in.
I have seen that actually.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Dude, that movie, I was like, what the? I did not see that coming.
I never would have remembered what that was from, but yeah.
Dude, that troll kind of creeps me out still.
For sure. Yeah. Do you ever see any of like I think they're Puppet Master is it called?
Oh, the horror movie?
Yeah.
I don't think I did. Like
Those are
marionettes?
yeah, but they would like come to life and kill people and shit.
Oh god, that's creepy.
With like tiny little knives and shit.
Yeah, dude, dolls do kind of creep me out. I was you
Yeah.
ever listen to Chills? You ever see his site?
Oh, for sure. I've seen a bunch of that.
Dude, so of course, if I ever go down the Chills rabbit hole, fucks with me.
Yeah.
To the point where I'm like, "Oh great. I can like feel it in my aura." And I'll
Right.
be like things I'm like, "Oh, things are creeping me out."
Yeah. For
And
sure.
I go into my kid's room one day. I was watching this creepy one that go haunted dolls, you know.
Hmm.
Fucking creep me out. Like dolls scare me.
They're not cool.
And they got these creepy doll list videos and I go to clean up my daughter's room and I pick up this doll and it was like one of the Dorothy dolls from the Wizard of
Right.
Oz.
Right.
And it had something with the eyelids where the eyelids would open and close.
Uh-huh.
And I was just like, "Oh my god."
Yeah.
Dude, it scared me so bad.
For sure. Yeah, I'll be here by myself and just watching all sorts of creepy videos, bro.
Really? In the
Yeah.
darkness or all the
Yeah.
lights on?
No, and I'll just yeah. Like if
All the
I don't
darkness?
all the
Whew.
darkness, bro, yeah.
Like not even one light except for the TV.
Yeah. Um, have you heard of Mr. Ballin? He's
Mm-mm.
good. You should check him out. He
Is
just
it a YouTube guy or what?
yeah, he just tells stories. But and they're not all scary. Some of them are just like stories about how people fucking get trapped in a chimney or just, it's a bunch
Super
of great.
scary.
Well, yeah, but some of them are like mysterious, paranormal type shit. But I like him a lot. It's some good shit.
Dude, okay, so Mysterious Paranormal. That video of the UFO you seen?
Yeah.
Dude, tell me about that, bro. That thing is dude, that's one of the only actual pieces of evidence I have from somebody that I trust.
Yeah, I was looking at that a few months ago. I wish I still had the phone that
Mm,
I recorded that on. It's on my Google Drive, but the quality isn't super great. And I kind of wish when I was filming it too, because it was up in the sky. I kind of wish I would have like panned around so you could see more of the actual surroundings, so you could get an idea of like how.
size.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, it was me and my mom and my sister's friend, and we were in Polson, um, just driving, crossing this bridge, and my sister's friend was like, she's like, "What is that?" And like points up at the sky, and I'm looking at it. I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like it just looks super weird, and I was like,
Mhm.
"Mom, pull over." So my mom pulls over right by the river there, and I'm like, "I gotta film this shit," So I'm filming it, and it like for real is one of the craziest things I've ever seen because it
It didn't
was.
look like a normal like spaceship saucer, flying saucer thing.
Nah, and it was weird too because um I've been like looking at UFO videos for fucking ever, and one of the ones that I came across that like just really freaked me out the most because most people think of like the saucer or like the triangle UFO or just like some sort of flying craft.
Tic Tac thing or like
Right.
a shape.
Yeah.
That
But
thing was like wiggling around,
well, yeah, that's
changing
what I was
shape.
that's what I was gonna say is one of the ones I came across before I even seen that thing was space serpents is what they were calling them on YouTube. And when I
That thing
seen
looked like a
those,
space serpent. Looked like
yeah,
a
dude.
flying tremor.
I mean, it was just crazy because I was like, dude, these are so nuts. Like, I was looking up like every video I could find of them, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why is nobody talking about these? And
Hmm.
then that day when we seen that thing, it was like looked exactly like that. Yeah, and it was way the fuck up there. Like, I mean, I don't know how far up it was, but it was way the fuck up there. Yeah, it was like a flying snake. It was like a dragon up there, bro.
Dude, it definitely was something like that. Cause your mom was like, or your sister or somebody was like, I wish I was up there.
Yeah, that was my mom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, that thing would be crazy. Oh my gosh. I can
for
only
sure.
imagine like what it actually was. You know, because from our perception, it just you can't really make out if it was like a creature
Hmm.
or like a living, breathing thing, or like a ship or a vessel carrying things in it.
I really don't know, bro.
That was
But
insane, man.
it was moving though. Like it wasn't rigid, you
And
know.
it went like up because it wasn't like a hot air balloon that was falling.
No, no, for sure it wasn't. Um,
It
it
looked like
was
a
a fucking
Tetris. Like
spaceship.
it looked like this, you know, the game The Snake with the apple.
Right.
You eat the dot and it grows.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it looks like to me
Right.
from
Right.
the like you say the pixelation on the phone quality video.
Yeah.
Of course, I show it to one of my homies. He's like, something on the lens.
I know. That's why I was like, I wish I would have like filmed the ground or something, because like it really doesn't look like shit.
Dude, that
Um,
was one of the most mysterious happenings.
yeah, I remember too. I posted it on one of my old channels on YouTube,
Uh,
and some like it barely got any views. It had like one comment on it, and this dude was like, he's like, "Hey, can you email me? I got some questions." And so I'm like, "Okay, whatever. I'll see what he's talking about."
oh
Uh,
gosh,
and so
I
I hit
imagine.
I hit him up, and I'm like, "What's up, dude?" Uh, they're like, "What do you want to ask me?" And he's like, "Do you think that was an Illuminati UFO?" And I'm just,
He's like, "Are you part of the Brotherhood?"
I should have just like played into it, be like, "Dude, yeah, it was fucking shit was on fire, and I had fucking
Had
triangles all
laser
over it."
eyes.
Yeah,
Could have been, bro. You never know. I don't
I
know,
have no
man.
idea.
Well, the other time I was talking to Brandon, he was on here, Evolutionary,
Right?
and I brought up with him. I was like, dude, remember that one time you and James all seen that thing in the sky or something? You remember
Yeah,
that?
yeah. It was like a fucking portal opening up or some shit.
Dude, that's what I thought. I was like, it looked to me, or at least what I can remember, was I don't know. It looked like some little thing came like slipping through a rip in the space time
Yeah.
continuum. Or I don't know. It's like the fabric of reality. Something slipped through. It looked like a. I couldn't tell if it was like a slash of light or a like or like a orb,
Right.
but it kind of looked to me like it just kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Almost looked like it hit in reality, but then it just slipped again into another dimension.
From what I remember, so that whole story is kind of crazy because
Yeah.
I mean, we were all on bikes. It was me, you, Brandon, and Phil. And
Yeah.
I
And
was,
we were tripping. I was tripping.
yeah, we were all tripping.
But that was the trip about it though, dude. Was you would normally be like, "Oh, I'm tripping. I seen something, I'm tripping." But we all seen that.
Yeah. And I've tripped plenty of times and I've never seen anything
No,
before
me
or
neither.
since like that.
Yeah, dude. So
But
continue.
yeah, what was weird though is like, well, because we lost Phil. Phil just turned.
I don't. Yeah, I remember you and I thought we lost Brandon too, because at one point you and I were riding bikes downhill, and you were like balanced like a yoga master or something, meditating.
Yeah, that was crazy. I don't even know how I did that.
I don't know. You rode all the way down to the hill like
It
that, and I
was
was like,
like no hands, no feet, and my feet were crossed up on the bar.
yeah, it actually blew my mind. It looked like you were levitating. I was like, dude, this guy is a superhuman. Yeah.
I was just like, I knew I was like, I know I can do this. So I was like, fuck yeah. But yeah, and then we lost Phil. He fucking turned around somewhere. And then so we're just going down straight and we're like, we'll just like wrap around the block and meet him or some shit. And Brandon was like, it's like, yo, dude, I think I seen a fucking alien in that car. So he was freaking out. And but what was weird about that is because like I don't think we heard anything, but for some reason we all just looked up. Like it was
I
like
could.
directly above
We
us.
all like looked synchronicity at the same
Dude,
time.
yeah. I'm like
That's
getting
why it
chills
felt,
talking about it.
dude. It felt like something like one of those like divine timing things, or I don't know. You know, it just being in certain places at the right exact moment or something. I don't know. It was just super weird. It's like,
Yeah.
you know, I would think that about deja vu sometimes. Like, oh, yo, what if that moment you get deja vu where you're like, I feel like I've been here before?
Right.
What if that's just like, if life was like a video game that's like, I don't know, like another save point or whatever.
Right.
I don't know. It's just a
I,
crazy thought.
I mean, this shit's possible, dude. Yeah. When I seen that shit though, I like it's only been a few times where like something strikes me instantly and like it just gave me this like almost like hysterical feeling. Like if
I
I
was
didn't know if I
hysterical.
yeah,
We
dude.
cracked up, you and I did.
Yeah.
Because Brandon was like, oh my God, what was that, guys? And we were just laughing. Like, oh my
Yeah.
God, I don't even know. I can't even comprehend it.
Straight up.
It was so crazy. Bro,
Yep.
one time when like I had eaten a bunch of mushrooms and I mean we both probably did go into the party, one of the party houses
Yep.
behind the that grocery store.
Behind Vans, yeah.
Yeah. And we're going to a party there one night and we're all like underage kids.
Yeah.
And that's just how it is, you know, growing up. At least then, I'm sure it still is.
Oh yeah.
And uh Katina hit me up and I was like, dude, I'm not I can't talk right now. Now she had this green man tattoo on her arm.
hmm
And I couldn't talk because I was like, all the leaves on this tree turned into like a thousand faces.
Right.
And I was like, oh my God, I understand this green man, what it is.
Right.
Some of this like spirit of nature or something. I don't know.
Yep.
Blew my mind, man. People would always be like, oh yeah, you're gonna see cartoons on mushrooms or something.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, no, dude, I've seen Mother Nature or
For real, bro. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you could just sit there and look at the fucking a tree and you're just like, dude, this shit is so amazing. And it's just blowing in
didn't
the wind.
didn't you say you seen like a fire hydrant blow up one time or something?
Yeah, but I don't think I was tripping, but that was a weird coincidence. Yeah.
That's
It was
a trip in itself, yeah.
that was actually right in front of Vans.
Oh
Like
yeah?
that happened. Yeah, I don't know where I was going. I was just walking somewhere or skating somewhere, I think, and one of those small manhole lids, I was like fucking 5 feet away from it, and that thing just like exploded into the air.
Oh, like as you were passing by.
Yeah, I
Dude,
mean,
that's pretty scary.
yeah, that shit could have hit me in the head, bro. I would have been a fucking millionaire. See the whole city of Great Falls.
Was there water coming out of it or was it just air?
It was just pressure, yeah.
So it just had this metal piece flying through the air.
Yeah, I totally forgot that happened.
Dude, that's super scary.
Straight up.
Yeah, the city of Great Falls, remember the helmet laws?
Oh yeah.
Tony Hawk shows up. Were you there that day?
Nah,
Me neither.
I wish.
I was totally bummed. Yeah, it was a scenario when I was in Helena, Tony Hawk's in Great Falls. I go back to Great Falls and they're in Helena.
No shit.
Yeah, I was like, dude, what?
Yeah.
I seen Josh G on the secret skate park tour video clips
Oh,
though,
of course.
and his little brothers.
Yeah. Like,
Oh,
yeah, we're gonna
dude,
fucking shred, show these guys what's up.
skating around with Day One song.
That's pretty sick.
Dude, that was gnarly.
Yeah.
You ever see a pro demo?
No. No, I
I
haven't.
I seen when Missoula Skate Park had a grand opening.
Hmm.
Tony Hawk and them came through. I think they were promoting American Wasteland or something at that time.
Right.
And there was like Eddie El Guerro came
Okay.
and did a little half pipe demo, and then he preached the Bible and Christianity.
Right.
But that was my first skateboard demo I ever seen of a pro skater.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, you still got some skates, huh?
Um,
Skateboards?
yeah, for sure.
What do you got? A couple full completes or just a few different decks?
I just got a complete, and then I could put another complete together. I think I'll just need bearings or wheels.
Hmm. Dude, I want to get into making wheels one day, but yeah, we definitely gotta get you a custom deck design.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, dude.
That would be sick.
Yeah, I've been looking at a lot of art because I recently donated some stuff to a friend who just lives right over here in this
Like
other apartment.
furniture stuff.
No, it was just some clothes type
Oh,
shit. Um, but he it was funny too because he's like, hey bro, I got you these muffins for doing that or whatever, and I'm like, oh well, I don't really eat bread, but I appreciate it. But I seen him the next day or a couple days later or whatever. And he's like, yo, we've been thinking about what we should get you. And because his woman is a tattoo artist. And
oh no.
so he's like, yeah, we got you. We're gonna give you an hour of tattooing.
Nice.
So yeah, I've been looking at Mad Art the past few days, just trying to figure out what I want.
Oh hell yeah, dude. I'm actually gonna get I talked to Kyle Nelson from Dermaworks Tattoo here
Mm-hmm.
in Helena. He's
Yep.
given me a bunch of tattoos, like this neck tat. I don't even know this side or this side. Um, but I think he'll be my first tattoo artist I get on a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
But it
That'd
would
be
be
dope.
cool to get more. I actually thought about becoming a tattoo artist once upon a time.
Same.
Wait, did you do any tattoos on yourself ever?
Yeah, I did this one,
What?
and
Stick and poke or with a machine?
it was with the machine.
Nice.
And then I also did some nuts on my leg.
Ah, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, that must have hurt.
It wasn't too bad. When this dude was doing this Hanya mask on my thigh, though, he's like, "What is that?" He's like pointing at. I was like, "Those are my nuts, bro."
Dude, that is classic. Yeah, I want to get some more fun tattoos as well. I
For
want to get some
sure.
cartoon characters and stuff.
Yeah.
You got another one of your pieces. Is that one of your pieces of artwork or no?
This one is,
Yeah,
yeah, that's from All Hollow Tide,
dude, that one is dope.
my first project. Yeah, it's kind of hard to make out the skull though, because the dude shaded the fuck out of it. But it's cool.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess that's what they say with tattoos in time, right?
They bleed together and shit.
Yeah.
And
I
then
wonder what the future holds for tattoos. That one's
this
gnarly. I bet that was. How was that one?
this one wasn't too bad. I mean, it hurt, but
But you
um,
hit your elbows all the time, so like our nerves and
well, actually, that wasn't too bad. Like the funny bone area, mostly when it was like creeping up on the sides up here is where it started to hurt. But he shaded like I want this one to fade a little bit because it's supposed to be glass, and it kind of looks like a fucking volcano because the dude shaded the fuck out of it.
oh,
So yeah,
that is dope though. I don't think
yeah,
I have any elbow tats.
yeah. I was trying to figure out what I should do for my right side. I think it'd be cool to get like thorns wrapping around in like spiral type shit, kind of.
Oh yeah, that you haven't even got the forearm there going yet, huh?
No, this whole arm is pretty open.
Oh yeah, that's right. You were the kid with the first 13-year-old tattoo or something like
Yeah,
that. How old were
yeah.
you?
I think I was like 15.
So your mom had to come in and sign the waiver or something?
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
that's badass. Your mom rocks.
She was cool with it. Yeah.
Your mom is so cool, dude.
Oh, for sure.
That's rad.
Yeah,
Wait,
I
what is
got.
that one you got on your bicep there?
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
It's
Oh yeah,
it's like a skull sun type
behind some
shit.
clouds.
Yeah.
It's like, look, man, I like cloudy days. Okay? Too much sunshine. I like a
Right.
little bit of gloom in there, okay? No.
No, yeah. I mean, I was gonna get like a some like lightning storm coming down, you know.
Zeus. No.
Straight up, yeah, yeah. I've
Yeah.
gotten a few just in the past couple years. I've got most of these actually.
Oh, you got that one on your belly, the starve the ego, feed the soul.
Uh-huh.
You're pretty young when you got that one too, huh?
I was like 19 or something.
Hmm. Yeah, dude, I was once getting a tattoo on kind of my ribs, tummy, and I had kind of gave up.
That's not a fun spot.
Kayliana was doing it when we were just like tattooing each other,
Right.
and yeah, then eventually I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna start going to the shop.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't
Yeah.
I don't really recommend it to too many people, but I mean, that's what I want to talk to tattoo artists about. Be like, how did you start? And like, because the
Hmm.
apprenticeship program is so weird.
Yeah. I mean, you got to do it for a long time. That was I've wanted to do it too. Um, but that was one of the things that turned me off is like sometimes you got to be apprentice for like 3 years or 5 years or some shit.
And being like the shop bitch,
Right.
and then not getting paid.
Yeah.
And yeah, dude, I was like, dude, I can't even do that. Plus, working with people's skin, I was like uncomfortable.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
just because if something happens later with the healing process, or
Right.
it's people's skin forever,
For sure. Yeah.
takes certain type of person to be able to do that for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. When yeah, you got to get all up in people's shit. When I was getting this one on my forearm right here, it was the lady, she was the shop owner, she was the one doing it. And it was just such a weird spot to be like this, you know, while she's like crouched over me doing that. And she was basically just like put her fucking tit in my hand. Like she did it. I didn't do it.
Like she actually said it there, or
Well, I
just kind
think
of made its way.
because I was like, I think because my hand was like this at first, because I was like, obviously, I'm not trying to like grab this fucking chick's
Yeah,
boobies, you
she'd be
know?
like, you'd be like, squeeze. It's like it was just a reflex. No.
Yeah, but I'm pretty positive she like opened my hand so it would lay flat, you know? And then she just
Oh
like,
yeah, she probably. It's just more comfortable.
I mean, it was.
It was one of those horrible bosses situations. It's like, what's going on here? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, dude, I wanted to when we were in LA. I was like, I want to get a tattoo out there,
Yeah.
or I drove past Kat Von D's shop though. Whatever, LA Ink.
Uh,
I mean, it would just be cool to one day get a tattoo from a well-renowned tattoo artist as well. Even that's what I
for
like about
sure.
the local scenes too, though. It's like all the local artists usually have some sort of a name around town.
Yeah. Yeah. There's this dude that I follow. I think I told you about this. Goes by Death Beach on Instagram,
Hmm.
and he did the anarchy sign on Lil Peep.
Oh, nice.
He's in LA, but his style is super cool. It's like traditional, but it's super trippy. Like uh just be like throwing like 20 eyes in there and just like different weird. It's super cool. Yeah.
Dude, you remember Steven Montez?
Yeah.
So he's one dude I've recently hit up. I think I'm gonna try to have one of these with him tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I connect with him mainly on Instagram. I don't even know if he's on Facebook. I mean, he probably has an account, but you know, not everybody even uses all the other platforms. But
Right.
I was scrolling through his TikTok because I like his TikToks too. And
Mm-hmm.
do you connect with him on there at all? Do you know?
No, no, not yet.
So I was scrolling through his shit one day, and I was like, dude, one of his videos was, I think it might have been him giving himself a tattoo on his leg of
Yeah.
just like and it was a bad tattoo thing that went viral, and it had like million hits or something.
Right.
And I was just like, holy shit, you know. Well, that's the internet for you, you know.
For sure.
But I was like, it's gonna be interesting talking to him. I like his style. It's kind of that punk rock,
Yeah.
hip hop vibe. You sent me some of your new music that was punk.
Yeah.
What are you gonna make a project that's all like sounds kind of like that?
I don't know. I just did that one for fun. That one was actually inspired by a super weird dream. So I was
Oh,
just like,
really? The
yeah.
lyrics make me think
Uh-huh.
that. Sure, yeah.
Yeah. I just had this super crazy dream where I was like tripping on something and yeah, so um yeah, I just did that one for fun mostly. I might put it out, but
Dude, yeah,
I
you should do more like that too. Just do like 5 songs like that or 12 songs.
for sure it was hella fun. Yeah.
It's a cool style as well as other styles you can do, but I bet if you got a good grip of those songs,
Mm-hmm.
you know how it is, then there'd be like 3 from it that are like, dude, these ones are so fucking good.
Yeah. It's not a bad idea.
The guitar playing, I guess. You got the bass guitar. What is that back there? A 6 string or a bass?
No, that's my cousin's Jackson. He was talking about selling it to me. It's got a little
What
just
kind of jacks?
just I don't
Like
know.
a dinky or something?
Fucking, uh
It's similar to the one that I had.
right. Yeah.
Oh, you got some nice pickups on it.
Yeah, I'm hoping, I mean, I'm pretty sure he'll sell it to me, but it's missing this one little eyelet thing, whatever the fuck
Oh,
that's called. But I'm pretty sure that's the only thing wrong with it. But yeah, this thing's pretty sick. I like it.
dude, hell yeah. Jackson is good company.
Yeah, I've always liked them.
Of course, sometimes I wish I wouldn't smash that guitar, but at the same time, I'm like, well,
Right.
whatever.
Uh-huh.
You had the hollow body. You've been playing that. Is that cousins too, or?
Yeah, that's what I did that. I mean, that's what I've done all my guitar shit on,
Oh, nice. You got
pretty
acoustics
much.
too, don't you? You
Yeah.
have a Yamaha acoustic electric,
Yep. Yep.
dude. Have you done much recording with that?
Yeah, not a whole lot, but yeah. Yeah,
Dude, is
I
that
mean,
right next to you?
it's
Or
right
no?
here.
Let's check it.
Yeah, this guitar is super sweet. I don't really like the pickups on it too much, so usually I'll just put a mic in front of it, you know?
Oh
It's
yeah, for sure.
missing a string right now. Need to get that G string.
Oh, is that really what it is?
Yeah, it's missing the
Yeah.
G. Yeah, this thing's
Yeah,
fucking
dude.
sweet, dude.
Dude, that thing's
Astoria.
tight.
I love it.
What does it have a built-in like equalizer or anything?
No, just the pickup.
Oh, so you just plug straight in.
Yep.
Does it have any like knob or anything?
No.
Oh, so it's just raw dog.
Yeah.
Was it designed that way? Like it's actually built by the company that way? It wasn't like a
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
nice.
Yep.
Yeah, acoustic electrics, like you say, man, sometimes they sound good with their thing, but there's something of just about the body and just miking it.
Definitely.
Kind of gives it that richer actual tone.
Yeah, for sure. I think it sounds way better.
Well, did you ever get into doing much like acoustic stuff yourself? Did you ever get into doing acoustic shows?
I mean, I've done an open mic a long time ago.
I remember you
Uh,
would play guitar and sing some songs at shows with me together.
yeah. Yeah, it's cool. But I haven't really written a whole lot
That
as
would be
far as
cool to
that
hear more
goes.
of that. I remember you
Yeah,
sent me some music, like The River was a song,
right.
and it would be cool to even hear you do a project of stuff like that one day.
For sure.
Like just
Yeah.
an acoustic. Uh, yeah, I always love that with artists where it's like, yo, man, they got all this
Hmm.
music, and then they got this like one acoustic project.
Right. Definitely. Yeah. Yeah, I'm like fucking my car is so small and I'm gonna be driving down to Colorado. And so
Yeah,
I'm
what are
just
you gonna
trying to,
do with keep it simple,
yeah,
pack
dude. I
light?
mean, most priority for me really is studio gear. And
Well, you
yeah, and
got a
then
desktop computer now, right?
yeah, that's it's pretty chunky.
You got a laptop still or no?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But yeah, and
Yeah.
then I recently just scored these speaker stands. Um, so that's another thing that's like pretty bulky.
Are you gonna travel with them?
I mean, they're not super necessary, but I really like them because um, just to have the speakers at ear level, is like I've never had that for my whole producing career.
Yeah, and it's always about building up the studio in time, for sure.
Yeah, but I mean, I figure once I go down there, it's not impossible to come back up and pick some shit up.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, once upon a time you had my recording studio set up,
That's
and then you
right.
sent it back to me.
Yeah.
And I think I was like living on the road for the summer, and I was like, I'm not gonna be using this right now, so
Yep.
here you go. And then once I got set up again, I was like, yo, can you actually send me that back?
For sure.
And I'll still use it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have more gear too, but I still use that,
Right.
so still works.
What's all on this table back here? That like
What?
angled type table.
Oh, dude, I just got that. I'm
That's pretty
gonna.
dope.
It's like a drafting table or something. Kayliana
Uh-huh.
found at the
That's
dump down the
sick.
road. Dude, yeah. So I can't really bring my camera off, but basically I have my light controller.
Uh-huh.
You remember that thing?
Yep.
Uh,
DMX
Yep. And then that other Behringer thing, just like you got.
mixer.
Yeah. So I can run the live sound stuff with the
Oh
small
yeah.
PA, and then just laptop and launch pad and that little DJ
Right.
uh,
Right.
digital turntable. So yeah, and then I have my guitar amps over there and a keyboard.
Mm-hmm.
So just trying to get the live space figured out again so that next year I want to do live shows again.
Yeah.
So you plan on going to Colorado next year, right?
Yeah, probably. I mean, we'll see how the winter goes, but yeah, probably early spring or spring, you
How
know.
do you feel about Colorado? You stoked? Excited or what?
I mean, it's gonna be different, but I'm stoked, bro.
Change is good. And
Yeah.
starting off, have you ever been there before?
Oh,
Yeah, when you're starting a new place, that's always a nice feeling.
yeah.
Just
Yeah, I think it'll be cool. Like, um, just Kalispell is just a little too conservative for me.
yeah,
And just
Montana. I'm sure
right.
Denver area and
Hmm.
whatever's surrounding, because is it near Denver area you'd be?
Yeah, Colorado Springs is like 45 minutes away from Denver.
Yeah, so it's like in the vicinity of action.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm sure they have like a scene out there too where there's probably a lot
Hmm.
more like rappers.
Yeah.
And for someone like you as a producer and an artist,
Yep.
you know, there's probably more clientele is the way I look at it, you know,
Yeah.
because yeah, having a good producer and engineer around. That's who I talked to yesterday. That dude Mike at the Vault.
Right.
Yeah, man. And so what? You done with that project you did for Drim? Or what?
It's pretty much done.
He came out and recorded with you and you produced some music or what?
Yeah, he just came up and stayed for a couple days, and yeah, we just knocked it out.
What, like 5 tracks or more?
Yeah, 5.
Nice.
Yeah, it was sick.
Dude, that's dope. That's the way to be.
That the cover art is hella funny. That's AJ Forte eating shit on his skateboard.
Was it from like a pocket dial or something? Like a pocket shot?
No, it was I think he just got it from a video.
Oh, yeah. I was like, dude, I love this type of artwork where it's like, it's almost like no effort,
Yeah,
but it,
yeah,
it has this like aesthetic to it.
straight up.
I need
Yeah,
to hit up AJ Forte about doing one of these too.
yeah, he'd be good.
Yeah, dude. Um, and I'm gonna hit him up about the ciphers. I'm gonna be hitting up everybody actually,
Yeah,
because I know a lot of people are gonna not be interested as well.
yep.
But that's okay. I'm used to rejection.
Well, you gotta try.
Yeah, man. I'd like to be able to do stuff like this with you too. Like, it'd be cool to get you to do some vocal stuff for the cipher, but I'd like to get into working with more producers for the cipher. You did actually Coulter, their New Wave Studio cipher or something, didn't you?
Yeah, I supplied a beat for him.
Well, that's dope. Did you ever see what the outcome?
Yeah, there was a couple people I haven't heard of, or
Or do they get somebody else to rap on it?
yeah, it's I think each one is like 3 or 4 people.
Nice.
Yeah, that was cool. They actually filmed that video in Pablo,
Nice.
and it was funny because one of the shots was in front of like this grain silo that was all tagged up, and like I did one of the tags that's on that silo.
Haha. So you
I was just,
snuck in there.
yeah, yeah. It was my
Not
beat,
just with the
my
music, but
graffiti. Right.
nice. Dude, that's dope.
Shit was pretty funny. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever met those guys yet. Have you met the Coulter and I don't know who's all doing the New Wave Studio stuff, but
Yeah, I've met him a couple times. Foreshadow and Coulter.
is it kind of their partnership they got
I'm
going
pretty
on?
sure. I think so, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get a hold of them sometime.
Yeah,
Try
they're
to do
cool.
one of these and connect.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the best things about this podcasting, bro.
For sure.
The ability to connect, because it's like, you know, Facebook, you can't really get a good judge of who somebody is or what they're like from a post
Right.
or even from pictures you see them doing, you know, not until you have a conversation.
For sure.
Really,
It's
until
true.
you're in the same room, then you'd be like, get together, and you're like, I thought you would be taller.
Yeah. Yeah.
uh, yeah, I don't know. Too bad we didn't see any super famous celebrities while we were in LA. I was looking for them actually.
I mean, we might have and just didn't even realize.
Yeah, when Kay was there, she said she seen a guy from Fight Club.
Oh, really?
Dude, did you see that James? He hit me up one day. He's like, bro, because we traded that MTV shirt, you know?
Yeah.
And he's like, bro, fucking Cole Bennett just signed my shirt, bro. The Lyrical Lemonade guy.
No shit.
And I was just like, man, just being in LA.
Yeah.
And plus, I'm sure that James, he puts himself out there, but I was like, damn, dude. Oh, you gotta get out there more. At least we made it out there. And you'll be, I'm sure in Colorado, they get a lot of people coming through.
Mm-hmm.
Denver.
Let's go hang out at the airport.
Dude, that airport is fucking something else, though, bro.
Yeah. Did you go through there? Oh,
Nope.
how it's all like, yeah, it's all crazy
How it's all
symbolism.
like. Well, I heard the horse's name was Lucifer or something, or they had a robot named Lucifer or something.
I'm not sure. Yeah.
I don't know. Blucifer, maybe.
Uh,
That blue horse with the red eyes.
yeah.
Yeah, something like that. I don't
That shit's
know.
creepy.
And they make jokes about like lizard people and
Yeah.
stuff like that there. I'm like, I don't know, man. They might have like something going on deep underground there.
I mean, it would be pretty cool to go there, though.
I'm sure one day. The goal is to, dude, that's my whole intention with these ciphers too, bro. Is to just connect with all these artists throughout the states
Yep.
and get a good idea of who people are and who's hosting shows out there so we could come through and do some hip hop shows, you know? And then our beats, bro. Because we beat suppliers producing, you know?
Yeah.
And then yeah, hopefully we get out on the road and tour the whole nation one day in an
Straight
actual
up.
tour bus, not in a pop-up trailer.
Yeah.
I'll never
For
forget
real.
that, bro. Watching Rick and Morty on your laptop, listening
Yeah.
to the junkies outside of Walmart.
Uh-huh.
God.
I mean, it was cool.
Dude, yeah, I mean, it's definitely like when we were hitching up the trailer and Cody's like, nah, that's rock and roll.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy how much, like, just that, because that was a while, bro. We were gone for like 3 weeks or a month or something, right?
Yeah, dude. I think it
Yeah.
was about 3 weeks or something.
And it's just crazy how, like, when you get back home, you're like, I can fucking charge my phone whenever I want. I can,
Yeah.
like, wash my hands. Fucking, it's just crazy how much, like, you
Oh, dude.
appreciate shit
Yeah,
more.
because showers for us on the road, we'd be like,
Yep.
people would hook us up with showers, or we'd use like a public kind of campsite shower or the
Yeah.
river.
Right.
And dude, we were like savages out there, bro. Like, that's what was crazy. That's what Casey said to us. Looney,
Uh-huh.
when we're posting up, he's like, wow, you guys are savages.
Yeah.
And but I guess in my mind, all I ever kept telling myself was, I was like, well, one day we'll have this to look back on and be like, I guess that's what it took for us to get to the big tour bus and the nice motel rooms and
Yeah.
all that. But back in the day, well, I remember watching. Was you there when we watched Crossroads movie?
At Josh's house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not the Britney Spears movie.
Nah.
The
Steve Vai one.
Steve Vai and Ralph Macchio.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. That's where it all started for me.
Uh-huh.
And I'm stoked that you and I have stuck together through all that and still kept making music.
Yeah. Fucking A, bro. It's been a long time.
Yeah, man, we'll have to make some more music while you still got this space before you move. You got like a couple more weeks.
Yeah, it's a little over 3 weeks. So
We got to do the secret song project.
what's that?
Well, like hide subliminal messages
Oh, right.
and then like make it hard for people to find, be like, yo, you got to go to the website and it's like this weird link. You got to find the secret hidden picture or whatever.
Uh-huh.
You know, maybe there's like a word in one of the sentences that they can click. I don't know.
Right.
Just something like that.
Scavenger hunt type shit.
Yeah, just a scavenger hunt, just ways to like be creative with our music and
For sure.
knock some stuff out before you end up rolling out again. And then
Yep.
yeah, we'll have to do another podcast sometime that's like, well, I mean, we can try it more often.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool.
Maybe we'll try to get another one out before you move.
I'm down.
I mean, we could try for a weekly thing. I guess we end up communicating every week anyways, you and I.
For sure. Yeah.
So I guess we'll just see what happens. I like the idea of like talking about what's happening in the world within the week and our lives, you know.
Definitely. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'll try. I mean, like, if you want to do something that's like on a regular basis and something that's, you know, different than the Crossroads one, I'll try to think of a name or something, and maybe we could just do that, you know, like once a week or something.
Like on another channel.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, we could do that. I mean, I won't like we could think of a whole nother name. We once talked about the space signals thing. That might probably already even be out there.
right.
But yeah, something that's kind of along the H3 podcast. What we should do, what I think would benefit us the most, possibly, is if we still sort of center it around the music stuff.
Yeah.
Like maybe we could get people to submit some music videos or songs for us to check out or
Right.
something like that, possibly. I don't know. Somehow where we can get the people more interactive with us. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Give them more of a reason to want to tune in. Maybe sometimes we could figure out how you and I could both get somebody else to come in for a minute and talk with us.
Right.
That might be kind of cool.
Yeah. How many different podcasts do you have right now?
Well, mainly just this one. Once I started this totally rad casting where I just talk myself, I could still do those, just
Right.
myself talking about randomness.
Right.
You know, I might decide to be like, but that's just kind of my own thing
Yeah. Yeah.
where it's like I'm just bored and I'm rambling. But yeah,
For
the
sure.
Crossroads podcast is definitely supposed to be like me talking to somebody pretty much one on one.
Yep.
You know, but I want to have some sort of a show.
Definitely.
You know?
Yeah.
Like not like that's what the H3 podcast is, kind of like a show.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that you and I could definitely do it. I don't know if we'd ever find anybody else who would be involved, but at least you and I.
Yeah.
And we could pick up things, you know, it's like think through the week. If there's
Mm-hmm.
things that were like, hey, I noticed this might be a topic to talk about.
Yeah.
You know, so each of us would have kind of a little bit of duty or whatever. But yeah, this is what I'm bringing to the table this week or whatever.
Yep.
And because that's what I'm trying to do for the websites. Like you say, when we're always like, man, we got to drive traffic to the sites, provide some more things for people, give them a reason to come check us out, you know?
Right.
And I think the submission stuff is really going to help us build the network of, you know, it's just like getting your beats where I'm like, damn, dude, we need to get more people rapping on your beats too.
Of course. Yeah.
You know, just like I'm releasing these. You talked about releasing some of your beats as just another name or something, right?
Yeah, I was talking about that.
What were you thinking? Any ideas? Just curious. You don't have to reveal it if you don't want to.
Well, I was thinking Sigflow,
Oh
but
yeah, Sigflow's dope.
But
As
that
a
name
producer?
is, yeah, that name is taken on Spotify.
It is.
Yeah. I know, I should have snagged it a long time ago.
Damn, dude.
So,
I hate that about names.
yeah, I mean, I could do whatever really, but because
If you do Sig Flow beats,
yeah, I mean,
you don't even have to have beats in it.
I think if it sounds cool, like Kenny Beats is cool, just because it's like, sounds cool, rolls off the tongue or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't thought about it too much.
Even the Forever beats, bro. I think that would be fucking dope.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, dude. Because it's just like, it makes me think of the same thing. Like when I think Forever, I think of the infinity sign.
Yeah.
And then I think of beats because it's a loop, and a beat.
Hmm.
Some people argue that about beats being simple or complex, but really it's like, man, a lot of times these rappers out there, they just want a beat to rap to.
Yeah.
It don't matter if it's just like on a table.
Right.
They'll rap to that forever. I didn't even mean to, no pun intended. I actually didn't even intend to do the forever. They'll rap
Right.
forever. But yeah,
Yeah.
man, I mean, forever, that brand is dope. I think that if
Oh
I
yeah.
was you, I would stick with forever, even just as is. Forever beats, forever graphics. I mean, you don't have to take my advice. I'm just saying it's like
No,
it's
I'm
it's actually kind of catchy, you know.
right. Right. Yeah, the when I was looking that up, the only other thing was there's Forever Games, and they make
Uh,
games, and it's the same, stylized the same way too. But I mean, I'm pretty sure their whole name is Forever Games, and I I was always kind of iffy on the '06 part. So, and once I move, I'm probably gonna let, because I don't know how you can, like, you might be able to just transfer, but I'm pretty sure I'd have to just get registered in a new state.
in a new state with the Secretary of State, yeah.
Right. So,
Well, just like how it is with if you got to get a new ID, if you really get set down and established in a new area,
yeah.
and then you get the whole like, my identity is here, I have a new address now, and
Yep.
become a citizen of that state. Yeah.
Right. But yeah, so I was thinking if I did do that, um, I might just make it just forever. And when I
Yeah, I
was,
mean, as the umbrella for whatever, your graphics and video, audio production,
yep, yep.
whatever else, your OnlyFans account.
No, that's a totally different name.
Yeah,
No one's finding that.
it's a new alias. Yeah.
Yeah, when I was looking at tattoo ideas and shit though, I was thinking it'd be cool, even though I got this symbol right here, I might do it like down below. But I was thinking it'd be cool to get 1991, it was the year I was born, and then forever on this side.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Yeah, that would be sick. Yeah, I've never got a SOULFIRE tattoo yet, but
Mm-hmm.
one day I'll probably get some. And then, basically that's the idea with it is to create a culture, not just a a brand or a t-shirt or a song or it's eventually you build
Yeah,
that audience, you create a culture.
straight up.
And I think that we could do it, bro. Like at least even digitally. That's what I'm thinking more about nowadays where I'm like digital culture, digital communities.
Yeah,
The more,
Metaverse.
yeah, dude, because it's it's not happening like it used to be. I'm probably just at a different phase in my life too, but I just feel like it's not the same scene out there as it used to be.
It's definitely true. But I mean, It is good that kids are still going to shows and shit, though. You know, like I don't think that'll ever stop.
Yeah, for sure. And that's the thing that I've realized too is that I'm like, man, again, since this is our business, it's like I don't like to just look at them as clientele, but yeah, and they're the future. That's like kind of our job and our duty is like, yo, we do this, we're building it up ourselves, but we got to show the youth because we know we've experienced a little bit more than them sometimes, you know. Sometimes they might have more experience or intelligence with other things, but I'm like, you know, there's a lot of people out there that don't know how to do the things we do.
Right.
That's why I think even the how-to tutorial videos really help, you know.
For sure. Yeah.
I bet you
Straight
could
up.
make some dope ones just like this of you sitting at your computer being like, yo, what's up, y'all? I'm gonna show you how I make some beats. Now go check out my beat store
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, I've been wanting to do that for a minute. That was why I started doing it on TikTok though, because I'm like, this is so easy. Like, otherwise, I'd have to, you know, open up OBS and record that shit and
Edit it and all
edit
that.
it. Yeah. TikTok is just right there, and it's, you know, short little things that people can just like, oh, I didn't know that, you know.
Dude, yeah, that efficiency is definitely the way it has to be nowadays.
Straight up.
And I've honestly realized that, you know, it's like when I hear about Murda Beats
Hmm.
getting, I don't know if he was just like picked up by the Migos at one point where they're like, we need a guy that'll produce like in 15 minutes,
Right.
you know, and it just takes how long? Bleh, I can't even talk. But how many years do you think you've actually been like plugging away at making beats?
um, I mean, since I decided to get serious with it, it's probably been, let's say, like 6 years, 7 years, something.
So like 2013-ish, 2014.
Well, maybe not that long actually.
Wait, what's that? It's 2022 almost. So because about I remember in a almost 20 around 2012, I got one beat from you. I mean, you like gave it to me for free or something. I didn't buy it.
Right.
And I think you were under that Solar Skeksis back then.
Right.
And I don't even know how deep into making beats you were. That might have been just like a one-off.
I think that was when I really started to like uh just kind of fall in love with it. And I wasn't really doing a whole lot of like, I mean, yeah, it was around then, but there'd be like long periods where I didn't really do a lot of shit. But I would say probably closer to like 5 years.
That you've actually been like, you know what? I'm grinding away at this.
Yeah.
You probably do it forever. No pun intended, really, again.
I mean, yeah, dude, I can't quit now, man. It's
Dude, I honestly am like, I feel the same way about music. Where I'm like, you could produce music forever.
straight up.
It doesn't take, it's not like a big wear and tear on the body.
For real.
Too bad. I mean, of course, if you're playing the guitar all the time, you're going to get some strain or your vocals, but
Right, right.
take care of them.
Yeah, dude. Yep. I mean, it's the only thing that I've really been consistent with, you know.
Producing music
Yeah.
and probably just doing your artwork. Because you're drawing, though, I would say. If you had an actual drawing tablet that was like really good,
I mean, I do have one, but it's just a little Wacom one. But I would love to have one that's like all in one computer where you just draw right on the screen, you know?
yeah, with like a good pen to use.
Yep.
Yeah, if
Yep.
it was something that you had the same comfortability as you do on a piece of paper,
Straight up.
but then
Yeah.
you had the ability to change your effects and your
Dude, yeah.
that would be the game changer for you because I'm like, dude, James actually has you got some real skills there with the artwork. Like shit
Appreciate
that
it.
blow my mind. But I'm kidding you. That dog, dude.
Oh
Like
yeah.
sometimes I think about, but I'm like, dude, because I'm like, man, you gotta pay somebody good to do something like that. Like, cause how long would that take you to draw like an elephant? I seen an elephant you did.
Fuck, that elephant one took a long time. Just because it was big, it was the biggest thing I've ever drawn. Um, I can't remember exactly. I don't think I really tallied it up, but it was like 15 to 20 hours. It was a
Yeah,
long
dude,
time.
that's gnarly. We've
Yeah.
been talking like 2 hours now,
Oh yeah.
which is actually pretty common for us.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't know.
Yep.
I guess it's always been that way.
Yeah.
I don't know. One of these days we'll hit the 3 hour mark, bro.
I mean,
But
it wouldn't be hard.
no, for sure. Well, I mean, I don't want to keep you up all night.
I mean, I'm not doing shit, bro.
Oh, all right. I guess we'll talk a little more and then get down.
Yeah, I'll leave it up to you.
Now I probably just do a little editing stuff, graphic stuff. I'm just focused
Yeah.
on the cipher thing nowadays because I'm like, man, this is gonna be. I just need to connect with people again, and been so holed up in the house since COVID.
Yeah.
You've done some shows though,
Yeah, a couple.
monks mainly, or what?
Yeah, they were all at Monks.
Yeah. Well, at least monks is throwing shows.
For sure. Yeah. It
I
was
actually
cool.
talked to that abnormal. I don't know if he's out in Kalispell. No, he's in Missoula, but he's from Kalispell area.
Right.
I'm supposed to talk to um Carrie Welch, Hectic,
Yep.
and Tanner Triple T. They
Right.
got the MT Souls stuff.
Yep.
I think they're out in Kalispell, right? Or
Yeah.
Whitefish area, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty sure.
So it should be cool to connect with them. I've met them at like mainly at the rave things, like Neon City.
Yeah.
Wait, did you ever go to those with me?
No.
You never went to the mountain rave.
Uh-uh.
We went to the little Crystal Phoenix one
Right.
where
Uh-huh.
that guy brought us that broken guitar.
Yeah, that's right.
He's like, I will sell you this for 87 cents. I
Yeah.
got a picture of you and I with that guitar, bro.
Really?
And him, yeah.
Dang, that was when I had
I think
long ass
his name
hair.
was John. Yeah, dude, you did.
Yep.
Dude, how long was your hair, bro?
It was like hella long. It was like the middle of my back. Penguin
Did you
ZO
measure
style.
it?
I mean, I probably did. I don't know, dude. It was like 2 feet long.
Oh my gosh, dude. You
Yeah.
buried it, right?
Yeah, I buried some of it. Yeah.
Oh, just cause I remember you showing me that in the casket.
Yeah. Because I had them when they were cutting it, I had them braid it, and then they
Uh-huh.
saved a chunk that was like that big or whatever. And my mom had that for a while. And then
Dude,
yeah.
that's pretty epic. That's legendary.
Yeah.
Dude, I got this thing of sweetgrass. It was like this long, bro. I swear. Something like that. It was
What?
like your chunk of hair. It was like long, like
Oh,
this.
oh, for sure. Yeah.
Something like that.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, you had hella long hair and then you shaved it or something, huh?
Um, I can't remember what I did right after that. I think I kept it somewhat long.
Isn't it weird when you do that, man?
Yeah. It
Have you
was a weird
shaved a
feeling.
baby face in a while or anything?
No, dude, fuck that.
I know.
I can't.
Dude, I did it
It's
one
so weird.
time, like a long time ago, probably when I went through one of those phases where it's like, dude, I'm a caveman. I'm gonna shave it all. I'm like,
Right.
fuck, why did I do this?
It's so weird. Like I'll sometimes I'll go like just down to the scruff, and just leave it stubble.
Mm-hmm.
But no, dude, baby face looks so weird on me, at least.
Dude, like I just can't. I've kind of decided because I cut my beard again. You know,
Right.
when I was like, I'm gonna get sober again and clean up my act. Actually, my grandmother sent me a letter.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when I was going through this, am I gonna get sober? At least, mainly quitting alcohol and any like hard stuff.
Right.
But yeah, that was just a disease through my family. And she was like, cut your hair, cut your beard. And I was like, oh, I kind of did it for her too. You know,
Yep.
like the thought was in my head. And when she said that, it kind of was like, okay, I'll do it.
For sure.
Yeah, but again, I'm like, man, I just kind of I fucking hate shaving. You know,
Yeah, for sure. It sucks.
it's not like a great feeling. And if you got to shave, some people, you're trying to keep a clean shaven face. I'm gonna have to get the Manscaped sponsor one day, bro. No,
For real.
I do try to be manscaping though.
You got it, man.
Not like, did you see when Steve-O was going around the country like shaving dudes' pubes?
No, but I did see recently where he like glued it all to himself and he's like being Sasquatch in the woods.
Oh my god. Yeah, dude. I seen that. I'm always just like, Steve-O, like,
Yeah.
what are you doing? Like, I
I
love
don't
you,
know.
Steve-O. But that one was I hate to say it, but that was kind of a flop.
I mean, it's pretty gross.
It is gross, but it was like you needed more pubes. Like
Oh, right.
there wasn't enough to like
Yeah, yeah.
cover his body full. I'm like, no, dude, you should have just kept collecting the pubes until you had a full pubic hair pants you could put on,
Right.
or like a full Sasquatch. But I commend him for doing that because that was pretty gnarly.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure that's the most pubes anyone has ever collected and glued to themselves.
Yeah, dude, he'd be like smoking pubes and stuff.
What the fuck?
I'm like, Steve-O, you're so weird. Like,
That's just so nuts.
I don't know, man. His fiance must really love him. Cause,
Yeah, dude.
dude,
Yeah.
have you seen his show Gnarly at all?
No.
I bought it.
Uh-huh.
I think it expired because it's only good for like 30 days or something. But at the end of it, and he's told people about this. It's not really a spoiler, but he was talking about lighting himself on fire with jet fuel.
Yep.
Like him and his buddies, like, I don't know why you would rub it into your pores. That seems like a horrible idea.
Yeah.
Laying it, light yourself on fire, and he didn't go to the doctor for a few days, so he just had these giant bubbles,
Mm-hmm.
and he had to get like 7 skin grafts
Yeah.
from 7 different dead people.
Right. I seen
And
that.
I'm just like, dude,
You got fucked
that's
up.
that's so hard to like, when you think of somebody's like significant other, when you be
Mm-hmm.
like getting down,
Right.
it'd just be so weird. I don't know. It'd be so. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's love.
Yeah.
And Steve was just crazy, man. I love his podcast though.
For sure. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I'm wondering if Aaron Carter's gonna be on there soon. I seen Scott Randolph on his Instagram with Aaron Carter.
Really? Huh.
Yeah,
That'd
dude.
be pretty cool.
Dude, that Scott Randolph. I don't know. Maybe it was something about that picture, but I was like, dude, this guy is strikingly good looking.
He's a good looking guy, yeah.
I, dude, and I actually did check out that his sound guy's music.
Yeah, I haven't checked that out
Paul
yet.
Brisky.
Right.
Yeah, he's got some pretty cool music he makes.
Huh. That's dope.
Yeah, hopefully one day, dude. You never know who we might end up podcasting with. So, with your podcast, you gonna try and do it with people or like a solo?
Um, I might do both, you know.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool. Probably, I don't know. I haven't really thought about how I'd like to coordinate it or anything too much. But
It's
I
not
feel like I
that
could.
hard.
No, no, I just mean like the angle, like what I want to do exactly, you know.
Oh, when people ask, what's it about?
Right, right.
Right.
Um, but I think, have you ever seen Your Mom's House with Tom Segura
Yeah,
and
I don't tune into all of them, but I will every once in a while if
yeah,
I want to see who they're talking or if the topic I want to hear about, you know.
right. Yeah, I think it's cool how they just have like segments, you know.
Wait, like what?
Well, they'll do like one of them is like horrible or hilarious, and it's like because Tom is always laughing at people that are getting hurt, you know.
Uh-huh.
So it'll be like he'll like have a guest on and be like some video that he just thinks is hilarious, and he'll show it to them and be like, is this horrible or is this hilarious? And sometimes people are like, dude, you're a fucking psychopath, you know.
Right.
And then Christina P, she'll like curate just these weird fucking TikToks that she comes across, so that like have that segment, you know, and
Oh, nice.
just something like that where it's like, you know, throughout the week maybe as I'm scrolling whatever, I just like collect some shit and just be like, oh, this is for the segment or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, dude, we just have to get, dude, we could start this little show too, aside from your own podcast, the one we are talking about.
Yeah,
And I think if we do kind of make it a little hub kind of for the independent hip hop culture.
right.
I mean, I kind of generalize everything with the hip hop because I'm like, look, man, it's all hip hop to me.
Yeah,
It's all just music combining genres.
yep,
But I think we could actually do stuff like that too. Like, it would be fun having you to do it with would make me work a little harder on it,
for sure.
you know, and be like, I gotta pay attention to some of these uh, topics,
Right. Yep.
or like you say, you were like, you should get people to submit skateboarding clips.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, because my son was saying today, he's like, Dad, you don't post enough on the skateboarding page.
Really.
Yeah,
Uh
so he always be telling me like, you gotta stay on it,
huh. Yeah,
and
that's awesome.
yeah, dude. I mean, kids these days and just the culture, technology.
Yeah, I mean, I'm horrible about it, man. I'll get on a little groove and then I'm like, fuck, I just, you know, just don't post shit for fucking 10 years. Um, what were you talking about though? The restream?
Yeah, restream. It's like it's what I did the podcast with Bud leading,
Yep.
and it's the Real Ones podcast. Brandon Blackmon and Melissa Rose are his partners with that,
Right.
and dude, it was super dope because they just sent me an invite link. I got on there. I don't even know if I needed to have an account. I did create one beforehand,
Hmm.
username and password, but you could kind of have like a waiting room where you could have people wait in before you bring them into the chat. You could have the little intro, outro. You could like line up a few photos or videos beforehand.
Right.
So you could be like, hey, when you talk about this topic, you click on this and then it brings it up.
No shit.
Yeah, dude. He said the only things he had to be careful of and no longer continue to do would be like just copyright material. If
For
it's
sure.
if it's a trailer, because the real ones they would focus on like film.
Right.
So they were sharing some trailers and it would flag them.
Is it a subscription thing?
I think so. Like there was a paid thing, but I think there was also a free service
Hmm.
type. Um, I'm gonna look into it more, and I want to see what else is possible with OBS.
Right.
Have you seen much about OBS and what you can do with it?
I mean, I was using it for Twitch, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I made a few assets just for like, I had like the pre, stream is, uh, waiting for stream screen, and then just a couple different like, uh, different camera, where it'd just be like the full camera, or it'd be like my screen with the little camera in it.
Oh,
But yeah, just a couple different things.
oh, that's cool. Okay, I need to definitely get more familiar with that stuff because I'm just
Hmm.
trying to make little instructional videos through OBS too. They're like, yo, how to do DistroKid and stuff for
Right.
startup artists, you know?
Right.
Because I'm like, dude, that's our clientele too.
Hmm.
The people that are new to the game or that want to get involved with the independent art world. Of course, I'm like, yeah, we still probably have those goals of getting a placement or somebody like pretty high up there being like, I love that beat. I'm gonna buy that beat for my new hit single that I'm gonna have this record label put $10,000 into
Right.
or whatever.
Fucking A.
But yeah, then there's always like the well established and then the I haven't even started anything yet.
Yeah, for
So
sure. Yep.
I don't know how I got way off on that tangent. Where were we starting on the
Just the restream in OBS.
okay, yeah, so Restream though, what they do is they'll put you out to all these sites live.
Okay.
So you can live stream and it'll feed to if you have a Facebook account connected or a YouTube channel connected or whatever else there is. I don't know how many different live stream platforms there are, Twitch, whatever.
Yep.
And then they were telling me about this other one that was like maybe like Buzzsprout, Buzztree, Buzzgrow that was where you could take the podcasts, which I need to do for like all these because I still have all the audio of them,
Right.
and upload it to this site that's kind of like the DistroKid for podcasts that is like put it on Apple and Spotify and
Yep.
all the podcast platforms, which there's probably thousands of, you know.
Right. Right. Um, yeah, I think that'd be dope, actually. Be kind of funner too, just to have something like, have an intro and little,
Mm-hmm.
just being able to pull up different things would be pretty cool too.
And make it more of a show
Right. Can you do
instead
that
of.
through Skype or with Skype?
I don't think
Or is it
so, but you can, I think, turn OBS into a virtual camera.
okay?
So like, I think that's what you could do is everything that you got going through your OBS could be coming through my feed to you.
Okay.
But I think the Restream is really the one I want to look into more.
So if we both had that, would we be able to do it together?
Restream?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you just need one person subscribed,
Oh, right.
and then you can add like 10 people or
Okay.
something.
So is
Um,
it its own thing? Like it's you just video chat through that?
yeah, I believe so. Yeah,
Okay. That makes
just
sense.
like Skype or Zoom. It
Right.
just had all these other plus, like I said, the live chats. People
Yep.
that are on Facebook tuning into the live feed or YouTube, they could comment on those different platforms, and it would all come into the Restream.
Okay.
So that's
Dope. Yeah,
pretty
I'll have to
nice.
check that out.
Because I bet there's a lot of people out there that are like, they don't really jump from one platform to the other.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the one to look into. The other thing I'm trying to do right now is songtrader.com. You ever look into
Hmm.
that?
No.
Sync licensing for like movies and games,
Oh yeah, that's right.
TV shows, commercials. Or this other dude, I'm going to release a podcast tomorrow about The Vault with Mike Ferguson Jr. And it's He said RSS.com. Something was.
Okay.
I got to look into it more, but basically, this is something you'd probably be interested in too, where it's like create a bunch of beats of certain styles, upload them into a library for people that are making these films, projects, or video games to possibly use.
Right.
So just another chance to license your music, but instead of to a rapper, to a movie.
Yeah. That'd be dope.
Hell yeah, dude. Making some. You think you could ever get interested in scoring a film one day?
Definitely, bro. That'd be so sick.
Well, I want to start SOULFIRE Films.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's just another thing, but it's sometimes I feel like when you break it down like that, the people receive it better for some reason.
Right.
It's just like a department store. They're like, I just need to go to the section that's what I want,
For sure.
and I would like. Hopefully, one day we're able to make like actual movies together.
Dude. Yeah.
Like comedies is what I'd like to do,
Mm-hmm.
and get paid to do it.
Fucking A.
Like maybe we'd be able to crowdfund one day. Like I seen the Super Troopers guys crowdfunded to make like the second one or something.
Right.
So
Yeah.
who knows? I guess we just got to come up with the right idea and find somebody that wants to invest in it.
Straight up.
We actually started writing some stuff a long time ago.
What's that?
Some sort of a movie idea.
I don't remember.
It was basically another hero's journey thing. That was like,
Okay.
I think it's basically what we ended up doing later with Vision Quest.
Uh-huh.
It was just the story of probably some guys that wanted to go out on tour and then come back. And it's
Right.
just kind of about that experience and how it changed their perception.
Okay.
Because maybe it's like, you know, how you could go through the motions of being like, all right, yeah, I made it and went and played all these totally rad shows and it was like rock star life. And then you come back home to, still just the same as it always has been.
Right.
I'm still the same person,
Straight up.
you know?
And that must have been a while ago. I totally don't remember that.
Yeah, dude. It was when I lived at that one house you lived with me at for a bit on Shoto Street in Helena.
Okay.
When you worked at the Great Ape Crepes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
about that time we were running around doing a bunch of shows, like hip hop shows in Montana.
Right.
Actually, we played some shows as a band, Tides of Maya.
Yeah.
Dude, that was a cool name. Actually, I would actually still like to keep that alive or something.
I mean, that is a pretty cool name. I'm pretty sure that was the first one that we did was at or no, that was Big Sky Vibe that we did at the taco joint.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it must have been kind of pre-booked or something. I was kind of trying to
It
keep the Big
was.
Sky Vibe name alive because, oh, that's right. I had a few shows lined up. I had the Monk's Bar,
Yep.
Time Warp show. We ended up doing it.
Right.
And then I had lined up this Big Sky Vibe, good, spreading good vibes tour.
Yep.
And it was just a small, like Helena, Great Falls, Missoula, you know, maybe Bozeman or Butte, try to do Billings. You know.
Yep.
And the band broke up. And I actually didn't have band practice tonight. One dude wasn't feeling well, and other
Oh yeah.
homies kind of. It was all right to take a night off from it. Um,
Yeah.
but at that time, the band had split up, and I was like, shit, I got these shows lined up. I want to still pull them off. Then when we showed up to Great Falls, bro, and the dude's like, yeah, uh, there's no sound system here for you to use. And I was like, what the hell? You told me you had a sound system, and
Right.
He's like, well, we do, but we rented it out to somebody tonight.
It's so stupid. Yeah.
So I scrounged one together, and that was super rad. It was actually the first show that guy used that setup for,
Right.
and I paid him, and
Yep.
still made money that night and pulled it off. But I was stressed.
Yeah, that was like 45 minutes before the show or some shit.
Yeah, I don't know how we pulled it together, but we did, dude.
Yeah.
Sheer faith and
Right.
willpower. I was like, I must do this.
Straight up.
And yeah, so we had that, and then the Missoula, and a few shows, probably some jesters, and then we just transitioned into the Tides of Maya.
Yeah.
When we
That
had
was
that
pretty cool.
Space Signals album.
Yeah, that's right.
Duck Soup.
Right.
Dude, I
Uh-huh.
love that project because I was just like, dude, we were just literally just fucking around.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
we're just making music just cuz. And yeah, that was cool.
Yep.
Tides of Maya was sweet though, because you played drums in it too, and would sing and rap.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, dude,
Yep.
we would play with the beat too.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I remember the one show at Jester's where that one chick was like rapping.
Oh yeah, she's like, all right, guys, stop.
Yeah, well, cause like I could not hear shit. Like
Yeah, we definitely were like, should we do this? All right, let's try. And we're like, we shouldn't do this.
I mean, I thought it'd be cool, but like, yeah, I
If we
couldn't
could
hear
hear the,
her, or I couldn't hear the beat, and I'm like just so off time, and she's like, yeah, you just need to stop. It's like, all right, good.
yeah, dude. You know, it's funny because she actually used to live in that house that we were living in.
Oh, really?
Isn't that weird?
Yeah,
Coincidence of life, dude. Just like the fucking Casablanca today, dude.
yeah,
What the hell was that?
that's a trip.
I know, dude. Just the idea of we're talking about the Casablanca inside joke, and it happens to be on some dude's shirt
Yeah,
in the phone I'm looking at. I guess that's life, dude. Whenever there's those little coincidences in life, I don't know whether to think that, haha, it's just a coincidence, or does this mean something?
I mean, I wonder how fucking hard that dude would laugh if like he found out we're still talking about that shit like 15 years later.
The Casablanca guy
Yeah.
on the phone? What the hell was the phone conversation?
Um, well, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I had eaten some mushrooms and I I don't know if it was like later or earlier, but I had this picture on my wall. It's from a High Times magazine, and it was the marijuana march. You know, like for like people protesting to legalize marijuana. So
Dude,
like
I
I
went on one
just
of those in Seattle.
yeah. I mean, you got to imagine people answering those phone calls are like,
So you actually called that number?
yeah, I was just like, I don't know what I wanted to. Oh, I was like, I was being legit. I was like, so like, what do I got to do to like, you know, um,
I want to protest. Legalize it.
yeah. And he was like, he's just answering my questions and um, he's like asking me for my email and shit. But then he started talking like super quiet, and then he was like whispering, and I'm like, dude, are you good? And he's like, oh, sorry, man, it's just really late here. Um, and then he was like, I think it was like out of nowhere. He's like, have you seen Casablanca? And I'm like, no, what is that? He's like, watch Casablanca over and over again, and you will know. And I'm like, I mean, because I'm sure he probably knew we were tripping. Maybe not though. Maybe he was fucking
He
spitting
was
some
tripping
facts. Yeah, dude.
or something. I don't know. Uh, dude, I was gonna actually Google it today and be like, what was the deeper meaning behind? Casablanca. What was the message with the movie?
I know. Well, because we went and rented it, and like I didn't get shit from
It's
it.
a
So
black and white like love story, I thought.
yeah,
Or like
I mean,
betrayal or something, you know.
I did not get it. I mean, I guess I just didn't watch it enough. He said watch it over and over.
Oh well, yeah, exactly. That is the thing, dude. You got to be like on speed for 2 weeks watching Casablanca straight
Yeah,
going,
yeah.
like that guy. Was it
Straight up.
like a weird ad, or was it like a straight up
It's
professional looking ad in the
it
thing?
seemed legit. Yeah.
Huh. Well, I guess that's what happens when you call a phone number in a marijuana magazine.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, either that guy was fucking with us, or I mean, I'm sure he was just fucking with us.
Dude, I'd have to say the greatest magazine anything in my life, period, though, is the fact that my homie, his lady was in a penthouse magazine. That kind of blew my mind.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody got OnlyFans nowadays,
Right.
but, you know, getting into a penthouse magazine, that's like, damn, you
It's
gotta,
pretty
like,
sick.
you gotta, like, know people.
It was Australian penthouse though, which wasn't really like American penthouse, because American penthouse is like full
Penetration.
on. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
So it was basically like
I
Playboy.
remember the first time I seen a penthouse, and I was like, yeah, I'd seen Playboy, and I was like, holy shit.
For sure. Yeah.
Like, is this even human? No.
Yeah,
The damn animals.
bro.
But yeah, dude, that was some animal. I was just like, damn, dude, that's some real pretty rock star stuff, homie. I was like, high five, bro.
Yeah.
Nowadays, it just ain't the same. I don't think the Playboy Mansion is like a like a
I
thing.
don't think so. I don't think so. Maybe. I think you could probably go there still and check it out, but I
I
don't
tried
think
to look
they're
into it though, because when we were in LA again with Kayleigh, I was like, let's go to the Playboy. You know, like my wife's like, oh yeah, I'll go to the Playboy place.
right.
But no, when we first got together, we'd watch that House Bunny movie a lot.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, Playboy Mansion. Fuck yeah. Like, this is history.
Yep.
I'm sure many celebrities and powerful people were compromised on this premises.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
Some shady shit went down, definitely.
for sure. Yeah, it's crazy. We just, I don't know, we don't live in that sort of same time anymore.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, man.
it is what it is, I guess. We live in the digital era, in the metaverse here, doing the virtual podcasts.
Yep.
We'll have
Yep.
to try to virtually jam once.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure, because it doesn't really seem like there's a lag or anything too bad.
I
And
don't think so.
my shit is set up where like, I mean, I could plug in a guitar right now and you would hear it. I think. I don't
I
know.
think you would probably hear mine too if it was just a like it wouldn't have any different tones. It would just be raw.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. If I was running through FL Studio and OBS
Right.
or something, then it could all run through. But yeah, man, that thing you got back there is pretty dope. The DJ picture.
Oh yeah. Whoops. Fucking yeah.
What are you gonna do with all your art? Just put it all in storage and start over again?
Yeah, pretty much. Um, like I said, I'll be taking my car down there, which is like my car is pretty small, so
Right.
be packing pretty light and
I was talking to somebody in Colorado the other day. Captain Go Hard.
really.
He's a rapper, dude. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to do, man. Cipher, get these rappers in these places, cipher on our beats. I mean,
Yep.
I just got my beats rocking right now, but I'm trying to figure out the right ways to do it for get other producers involved.
Right.
Because I'm also trying to line it up where everybody gets royalties.
Yeah.
So that eventually we build up this whole list of people and a network. Hopefully it'll grow the listener base.
Yep.
And people be like, discover new artists, represent their area. And I bet there's a lot of people out there in Colorado. Wait a minute, they got mushrooms in Denver. Is it only Denver?
I think so.
Dude, Denver be out there like straight up eating mushrooms and worshiping the devil.
Yeah. It's a weird town. I've always been drawn there for whatever reason. Like I don't know anybody that's from there or whatever, but
It's a hub for sure too.
yeah. Yeah.
I think it would be cool out there. When I went there, I remember thinking it was pretty green looking.
That's cool.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of middle America-ish. What? Sort of middle America, yeah.
Right.
Well, that's exciting, bro.
Dude, yeah. I'm stoked to check it out.
I have been to Denver and Colorado Springs, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the Immortal tour.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna check and see, homie. I think it was King James. It was out there,
Yep.
and we were supposed to do a show in Denver, but it got canceled or something. But it was cool checking out the city. I went to their like famous burger joint. I can't even remember the name of it right now,
Right.
which is
I don't
pretty
know.
lame of me. I thought that In-N-Out was pretty good, but I was just really hungry, so.
I mean, it was pretty bomb. And we are all were starving too, yeah.
Dude, that was fun though, huh?
Fuck yeah. Yeah.
Shit. Man, I got so drunk.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I almost didn't wake you
Same.
up. No, I mean, I stayed up all night that night, actually, because I was like, fuck.
Right.
If I go to sleep, I don't want to not be able to, like, wake
Right.
up feeling good.
Yep.
And yeah, you forgot your bass guitar
Yep.
and a few other things, because we was still an early flight out of there.
Yeah, I think we had to be there by like 6.
Dude.
That sucked.
I know it would have been awesome if it was lined up in a fashion that was like we would have been able to travel together.
Yeah.
But damn, dude, we did that. That was awesome.
Straight up. Yep.
Oh man.
Fucking
Yeah,
A, bro.
that was a cool experience. You want to go back to LA?
Definitely, man. I'd love to.
What do you want to do in LA? Have you got any goals that you'd be like, you know what? I'm just curious what you think.
Uh,
Like
I
even if
mean,
it's a dream goal.
shit. I don't know, man. I definitely want to get tatted there. Um, shit. Maybe go
Bang Hillary
fucking.
Duff?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, dude, she's fucking hot.
Hell yeah.
Just, just the normal shit. I mean, just check out all the cool musicians there,
You
and go,
interested in plugging in with the big industry out there?
yeah, I mean,
That would be dope.
I've always said, man, like,
Why not? I mean, if it can lead to bigger, better things. Hopefully.
yeah, there's nothing wrong with the record deal. It's just like, if it's with the right people, then why not,
Even if you started as a producer
Yeah.
with a label where it's like, yeah, I mean, that would at least be a possible avenue. I think that's how Kanye got started.
Yeah. I mean, I would love to go fucking even just kick it at fucking Kenny Beats studio.
Dude, because yeah, he'll get people in there like I'd see like Doja Cat. And it's like,
Yep.
dude, that's some of my goals where it's like, dude, get that record where it's like, fucking Doja Cat made a song to one of my beats. That's dope as fuck, man.
Yeah.
You know, and think
I
about
love
how
her.
many. Yes, me too. Uh,
Yeah.
uh, yeah, she's rad because she's kind of like a badass chick,
Yeah.
and well, one of her music videos had the skateboarding culture, so I think that's pretty rad. If you're actually, I don't know, skateboarding culture's just rad.
Straight up.
But the whole idea of the big industry and those artists that have like, man, if you had a, you know, like that dude that made the beat that Lil Nas X used for
Right.
Old Town Road,
Yeah.
probably changed that dude's life.
Oh, for sure.
You know, just to be like, whatever his split was.
I
You know?
mean, it's probably good enough that shit was on #1 for like 10 months or some shit.
Yeah, dude, I'm pretty sure they remixed that thing like 100 times.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was interesting though, how the one sample came from like a public domain or a Creative
Hmm.
Commons.
Yep.
That's hip hop though. That's music, you know.
Yeah. I mean, that's the way to do it if you're gonna fucking, if your song is gonna blow up like that.
Dude, what we should do is we should make a song that's like, I've been wanting to do something that's like, get the licensing for like a cover,
Hmm.
but make it different.
Right.
And I'm trying to do it in ways where it's like maybe even change. It's not like a full on sample, but it's almost like a new song.
Yeah.
Like how, you know, Shaggy's Angel. Have you heard that? Girl,
Hmm.
you're my angel.
Oh yeah.
And it's the space cowboy, like, boom, 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 boom,
I haven't heard that.
boom. Some people call me the space cowboy.
Uh-huh.
You never heard that song?
No, I've heard that, but
Oh, okay. Well, how it's like the same melody.
right, right,
So I think they had to get some sort of clearance, but it was like not even the same song. It's like a whole new song.
right. Like a
Just gotta
mashup.
sort of. It's like a new rendition of like taking a piece of that melody and
Yep.
rhythm and
Yep.
creating a new song of it. Like I heard that Miley Cyrus, she had a hit song recently that was Stevie Nicks song, and it was similar. Like it wasn't a cover.
Yep.
So I'm just trying to figure out how we can do it because I've realized that this is a lot of times what they do
Yeah.
is they'll be like, let's take an old hit song that everybody loves the melody and the rhythm to.
Hmm.
Maybe they'll take the melody, make it a little, pretty much the same thing, still get the rights to the song, I think.
Right.
Create a new song. I don't know. We'll have to experiment with it and find a song that we'd both like to create our own version of.
Yeah, that I mean that was, it's kind of tricky because that was what fucking Robin Thicke got sued for that
Uh-huh.
blurred line song. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That's what I see. Okay, I watch this guy and he's like, a lot of people ask me about this or that and with sampling or stuff like that and lawsuits.
Right.
And he's like, how should you go about it? Should you contact people beforehand and say, I want this or that? Can I get clearance? He's like, from what I've learned, just get sued.
Yeah.
And he's like, because unless it becomes something like really big,
Right.
then they're probably not even going to care anyways. And
Straight up.
then you just pay them whatever percentage. So I was
Yep.
like, it was interesting to hear that angle and that take.
Yeah.
I don't know
I
what to think
mean,
about that.
Yeah, I don't think there's nothing to worry about unless you're fucking Robin Thicke and Pharrell, you know?
Yeah, that's the weird thing about music industry and like being creative and unique and original.
Yeah,
Pretty tough, when there's only so many chords and everything like that. Like,
for sure.
but
Yeah.
yeah, we should experiment with some of that type of stuff and the mashups. Like that's what I've been doing with the band.
Mm-hmm.
Is I'd be like, yo, let's play a little bit of the Joker, mash it up into Angel,
Right.
and just take these songs that all have like the similar chord structures,
Yep.
tones, and mash them into each other, but make it sound like a cool new song. I don't know.
Straight up.
I think it would just be fun to get kind of creative and see what we can do. I just got to figure out how to actually clear real samples, but
Yeah.
there's always more to learn with the music industry. But at least we could do it by ourselves nowadays
Yeah.
and do these. Man, we're pushing 3 hours. Do you think we should hit the 3 hour mark? Just cause
I mean, we could.
we might as well hit the 3 hour mark.
Might as well.
Cause dude. Yeah, this will be my 11th one, and it's now 11/11
Oh, fuck.
as far as the date is.
Oh, that's right.
Today is 11/11. Yeah, that's the one that tripped me out when I was a kid. My friends would be like, "Make a wish." Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Did you ever make any wishes at 11/11?
I mean, I'm sure I did.
I still do. Or
Yeah.
something. I'll just try to pay attention.
Yeah. Or the angel numbers.
Yeah, dude. So when
444.
do you think there's something with that or no? I think it's just people. Because I would see
I don't
some
know.
people on the internet be like, "Here's the truth, y'all. It's divine messaging from your spirit guides, and you're living in the matrix, and it's all
Right.
you're living in the simulation, man."
I mean, I have no idea.
I'll tell you though, when I eat too many of the mushrooms, sometimes I'm like, "Oh shit, the simulation. I think it broke. I don't know."
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like that.
Yep.
Those psychedelics do make you think different about reality. That is for sure.
Definitely. Yeah. Yeah. I thought I broke the simulation one time.
Maybe you did.
I mean, it fucking felt like it, dude.
That's the
Maybe I
thing
did.
about the mind. So that's what I would see. I seen a thing today on YouTube that have you heard the theory where people be like, does the mind manifest reality, or
Right.
is it the other way, or does the mind experience reality, like
Right.
get a tune into the frequencies of reality, the receiver of reality?
I mean, that's what's hella weird about shit like quantum physics and stuff. They pretty much all this crazy shit that fucking, hippies have been talking about forever. And even just like ancient, like lore type shit. Like a lot of that shit is pretty similar to the stuff they're finding out with these fucking higher sciences.
Dude,
I have no idea.
when we ate the mushrooms that one time and looked at each other,
Right.
that was what I seen in my mind
Yep.
was your face started to change into my face.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I thought in my mind that maybe you seen this vice versa in mine. I don't know. But it was the strangest feeling of, again, I was hysterical.
Yeah.
But it was that hippie feeling, like you say, of like, oh, we're all one. Like we're actually like.
Yeah.
So I actually felt like I was you for a second or something. I don't even know. I was like,
Yeah.
I am you and you are me, like the Beatles song, or I don't know. It's fucking weird, man.
No, it was basically the same shit for me.
I
Yeah.
was like, I understand. I am the walrus. You are the Eggman. I don't know. I don't know.
Right, right. Yeah, it was just weird because it was another one of those things where it was like it was both of us that we experienced that at the same time, you know.
Hmm.
Because I mean, I've I've tripped, you know, and we are a lot closer than most people, you know, when they're tripping together.
Yeah.
Um, so maybe we're just comfortable and we're both just like, you know, and just like
Yeah. Or the
something happened
genetic
though.
thing, like maybe if we do have similar blood and ancestry.
Right.
Because I remember somebody saying to us, it might have been like Noelle or somebody that she's like, you guys like switch bodies or something. Like your souls like
Right.
switch bodies real fast or something. I was like, I don't fucking know, but
Some
that's some
Freaky Friday
Scooby Doo
shit.
shit. Some
Yeah.
what? Freaky Friday, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just like, dude, that's what attracted me to the mushrooms though, where I was like, dude, there's something actually magic. Like,
Definitely.
not just, oh yeah, you'll like the walls will look like they're dripping. It's not really like that. Like you'll see things kind of wavy or whatever, but I don't know, man. It's something that's like it's like feels so real or
Yeah.
something. I don't know. It's just like it's like sometimes it feels like if you lost your soul or something, you're out of touch with like your soul or who you are.
Yeah,
Kind of sort of makes you feel like in touch with it again.
definitely. Yeah, that's I mean, their mushrooms are honestly my favorite thing out of any like substance or anything like that.
Right.
Cause it's not like it's really not anything fantastical, you know? Like for me it I mean it's kind of you can get kind of silly, you know, but that's just fun. But it's not like it makes me feel like you said like more in touch with the actual just real life shit, you know, and just being a human being, you know, and it's yeah, I mean, for me, it feels more real than being sober sometimes, you know, like depends on how
Yeah.
much you eat, but
Well, yeah. I guess if you eat a lot, you definitely might be like,
yeah,
shit. I mean, there's been times where I had eaten a lot and I was like, "Okay, I just gotta sit right here
straight up,
because there is so much happening in my brain right now.
yeah,
Or then the meditation thing, or like, but I've also been fascinated with the idea of out of body experiences and like astral projection
right,
or higher planes of consciousness type shit,
yep, yep,
altered states of consciousness. Yeah.
mm-hmm,
And being like, man, there's something about it that's like, what they say about the powers of the mind
right,
and what it could actually do. And like, I am not shitting you, but there was actually sometimes where I'm like, oh goddamn, that's when you got too much. I ate too much. Where I'd be like, you feel so in tune with energy, where I felt like, that you could manipulate energy more
mm-hmm,
with, like, to the point where sometimes I'd be like, I think I could actually move something with my mind.
right,
But you feel that connected and one with like other things, like that
yeah,
separation of, oh, I'm just this body.
right.
Like, duh, dude, I feel like I'm the whole universe right now.
I mean, yeah, in a way you kind of are, you know, but there's obvious limitations, but yeah, it's like I think it's a good dose of that just different perspective, you know, where, you know, instead of just being imprisoned in your own body and mind, it's like, yeah, you are kind of part of other things and other things are part of you, you know?
Yeah, it definitely helps with I could say seeing things from a different perspective if you
Yeah.
get stuck in your own head all the time
Yep.
and or dealing with like because a lot of times I'd be like I end up crying and be like, "Oh damn, I'm just dealing with some shit I've had packed
Yeah.
away that I
Right.
haven't been dealing with for 5 years now."
Right. Yep.
And then it's like, "Oh, I thought that's way better."
Straight up.
So crazy how, dude. Okay, what really freaks me out about him is I'd be like feeling like these things are like almost like aliens themselves, like communicating with me. Where I was like, dude,
For sure.
there's like an intelligence to the mushroom, like a
Yep.
spirit to the mushroom. Where I was like, I would almost be like thanking the mushroom.
Definitely. Yeah.
I'm like, dude,
I
thank you
believe
for
that.
even opening my mind to this. You know?
Yeah. I feel like it is like it's like a symbiotic relationship with some other life form because it is a life form, you know, and it's not. I mean, like fungus is more closely related to animals than it is plants, you know.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, that blows my mind.
Yeah, they're not plants, you know. It's a fungus. It's a whole different thing. So it's like in the middle of animal and plant, and like the mycelium, the web, you know, like the fungal web that like basically covers the whole earth underground. It's like a huge network, you know, that covers miles and miles and miles. And yeah, I mean, I think there's probably a reason that we have those receptors in our brain that when we eat it, we're like, oh, I'm talking to Mother Nature, you know, like it's
Yeah.
probably for a reason.
Yeah, dude. Ah, man. Terrence McKenna was for sure one of my faves.
Straight up.
And yeah, dude, I definitely want to get more into the, one day when I get some land and stuff, growing herbs, grow cannabis for sure.
Yep.
Uh, uh, mushrooms. I would like to one day when I'm older. I don't know if I gotta go to like a shaman camp, go learn from a shaman school,
Right.
but I would like to learn how to do stuff like that for people where it's like, yeah, it's like a spiritual cleansing ceremony type thing. Cause
Yep.
sometimes I'd be like, am I going crazy? But I would feel like myself kind of doing it I don't know. It's like doing your own. People say it's not really healthy, like self medicating
Right.
in ways, but it's like we don't live in as much of a culture where you can go to the store and or go to a clinic and have a mushroom trip.
Yeah, for
We're not
sure.
there yet. I think in the future.
Yeah. Well, I think if because that is one lesson too that you get from it by eating too much is like unless that's what you're looking for, you know, but if you just want like the therapeutic effects, like you just have a little bit, you know, and you feel good and like I said, you know, it
The
kind of
microdosing.
not even that, but just like a nice little trip, you know, like just a couple little mushrooms or something, you know, and you just you get those therapeutic effects without fucking, you
Dude, I've
know,
had like I think the way I would like to have it is well, I have had it where they'd be in capsules. You grind them up, put them in little
right.
vitamin capsules. So it's like you could wake up in the morning and, um, I'm sure there's people in this world that have regimens like that where they're like, I wake up and eat
Oh
microdose of
yeah.
mushrooms every day
Oh yeah, for sure.
or whatever. And it's like just enough to get your brain activated and
Yep.
stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see. I've always thought that psychedelics can really forward humanity, if they're used properly. But, Just like anything,
Definitely.
there's definitely going to be people in this world that are going to they'll use the same tool to do evil that somebody else would use to do good or whatever, or to use, manipulate people or gain power or money or corrupt, you know.
Yep. For sure. Yeah, it's fucked.
Yeah, but I guess it is what it is. That's the world we live in. And
Yep.
dude, I ain't shitting you though. And that's kind of the reason I'd go with this crossroads thing. Is actually sometimes I don't know if this is just me, but I would think stuff like that all the time on like psychedelic trips.
Yeah.
I almost every time would end up thinking about the crossroads or like
Hmm.
the idea of like making a deal with the devil or something.
Yeah.
And it was just like, you know, and it's the age old legend of crossroads, you know, but
Right.
I mean, just the thought, because it's just like, you know, when you're tripping, just to be alive in like flesh and blood, I'd be like,
Hmm.
damn, that feels like a damn deal with the devil, right?
Yeah.
Like, isn't that the weirdest thing though? Like, people say, isn't that what they say even about being like incarnated into a human body? Like, oh, it's a gift, the gift of life.
Right.
But at the same time, they say it's our dharma or something. Like, it's actually our karma, it's our curse or something
Hmm.
to be in the body. I don't know. It's a trip.
Yeah, definitely.
Because you know you gotta shit. You can't see your shitter. No. You gotta eat every day. You gotta, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
can't just waste away on this planet and pitch a tent on Los Angeles. Oh wait, yeah, you can.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, I mean, it's I could definitely see all that, you know. Just
You,
because
it's a
who knows?
spacesuit, man.
Yeah, yeah. Who knows what's before or after, you know? So like it,
You never know,
yeah,
dude. Yeah, that's yeah, man. Our lives are precious and fragile. It's so wild to just, you know. I'm glad that we, you know, still got each other and we still stay connected. I'm looking forward to doing more of these. I didn't mean to go 3 hours deep, but
dude, yeah, that's awesome.
yeah, man.
Fucking A.
I can't wait to hear. It's gonna take time for people to even tune in, but I think that they'll tune into us more and more as we continue.
Yeah,
Shit, I would do this anyways.
yeah, for sure. I mean, I was thinking that too, like I mean, because we do have conversations like this anyways, you know. And
Yeah,
even if we're not recording, it would be cool just to fucking Skype it up, you know, or Zoom it up or whatever.
yeah. There's nothing quite like the visual to be able to
Yeah,
see somebody and
straight up.
everything like that. You know, we'll be in the metaverse soon where we'll be simulating in each
Right.
other's rooms as holograms. We'll get
Uh-huh.
so deep into the matrix that we'll be like, you know, if it ever gets to the point where it's like Black Mirror, where you could actually feel virtual reality, the sensations.
Oh, it's gonna straight up.
Damn, yeah, we're gonna. It's, dude.
Fucking neural
Then
net
it,
type shit.
dude, for real, pretty scary, but kind of cool. I don't know.
I mean,
That's
who?
a
How do you know that's what's not already going on?
exactly, bro, because that's what they say about like. That's
Yeah.
actually what they say, like people that are like about the Bible and whatnot, where they'll be like, no, heaven is just another like ultimate simulation.
Right.
And you know there was that's like the myth of like, oh yeah, then Lucifer wanted to rule his own realm and God was like, shit, you could just rule your own simulation, do your shit over there. And so it's just like simulation and a simulation and a simulation. And then we're going to have the virtual realities where we're just deeper. And that reality will create more realities.
Yep.
And more fake realities. And we'll be like, shit. That's why Elon Musk is probably right when he says we're probably not living in base reality.
Right. I feel that.
Dude, that's the scariest thing though about people when you're actually on like an actual psychedelic trip. Like you're tripping balls.
Right.
People say I'm tripping balls.
Uh-huh.
And you get like fractals.
Yeah.
Like crazy where you're like, oh dude. You know, when people be talking about different dimension, you're like, I'm experiencing it.
Yeah.
You know, you feel that fractalization of makes you feel like fucking, I don't even know, dude. It makes you feel so small.
Straight up. Yep. Yep.
Well, maybe we'll have to come up with a name for the podcast show.
Yeah.
I thought you had a name that was something like that once. It was like the Mega Huge Show or something.
Really? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm sure it'll strike. The light bulb will turn on one day and.
For sure. Yeah, we'll think of something.
Well, sweet, bro. Oh, I think
yeah.
my recording even started over.
Really?
I don't know. It's probably just like, damn, you went 3 hours.
Yeah.
Well, sweet, bro. I'm gonna make sure that we got this content all on lock, and I'll get this one shared in the next few days, and then we'll do it again sometime. And
fuck yeah, dude.
Well, thanks for the chat, bro.
Hell yeah, man.
I love that shirt, by the way.
Appreciate it.
Wait, you got more of those you made?
I think I got like 3 more, but they're all mediums, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta chop them up, cut them up.
Right.
Well, sweet, bro. Thanks for the long chat. This was the first 3-hour chat.
Hell yeah.
Number 11.
Yep.
Sweet. We did it.
Sick. Making
Next
history.
time, we're going to have a 24-hour chat.
Yeah.
We're just going to be up 3 days on Adderall, Red Bull, diapers, and, you know, just in a bidet right here in the chair. No.
Pooping in our spacesuits.
Yeah, dude. I will be in the Matrix egg vessel. No.
Right. Yeah.
In the slime. Yeah. And the machines are going to one day wake us up and we'll be like, fuck, dude. We've been living in the year 50,000 this whole time. All of our old life was just in our heads. No.
Yeah. Yep. I can see it.
All right, bro.
Oh, yeah, bro.
I'll see you outside of the Matrix next time.
Word. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, brother. Sure. Much love. Virtual high five. Love you too.